All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you out there? Thinker St. James here with you for something somewhat interesting, somewhat unique, definitely something that I have never seen before. Armored MMA, mixed martial arts with swords and chainmail and shields and all kinds of weapons and odd things that I guess we're going to learn about together, since I've heard of this before. And actually, I know, come to think of it, I have seen Armored Combat. I don't know if they called it the same thing, though. Because actually, at one of the real cage fighting events that I did commentary for, they actually had armored fighting there. But I don't remember if they called it actual MMA or what it was necessarily, if it was just kind of like recreations. But we'll see about all of this. This is very interesting to me. So we'll find out here in just a few minutes. This is going to be in two parts. So we're going to be watching the exhibitions first and then the pro fights second. That'll be the entire Nashville event from last year for Armored MMA. And the links to both of those are in the description of this live stream, assuming that this is going out live on all the platforms. Because, of course, on Monday, we had some problems with the podcast. Halfway through the podcast, Restream just died. It just legitimately unalived itself. So hopefully that's not the case now. Hopefully on all of the platforms that we are on, we are live. And thank you for being here if that is the case. Sarah Toby is here. That's a good sign. Hello, Sarah. Kaz's pal Jackie does this. It's neat. Oh, okay. There you go. So how about that? Shout out to Kaz. Shout out to Jackie. Perhaps Jackie is on this event. I don't know. You can see the names of these participants here. If you look at the timestamps on the stream, not seeing anybody named Jackie on this one, at least not on the exhibitions. But who knows about the majors, about the pros? We'll see. We'll find out here in just a few moments. But thank you for being here, Sarah. Hope you are well. Hello to you. That's a good sign. That's a good sign that we are on YouTube right now. Hopefully that stays that way. Hopefully you can hear me as well. That was something that was an issue before with OBS. So we're having all kinds of technical problems recently, but OBS just had an update before the stream started. So hopefully that fixed some of those problems. And let me know if you can hear me right now. That would be helpful as well. But so far, so good, it would seem. And I appreciate you being here, Sarah. Also, before we get started, I wanted to mention that because it is your boy's birthday very soon, everything looks and sounds great. Fantastic. Thank you, Sarah. Lovely, sweet Sarah. Appreciate you. But because it's your boy's birthday coming up, I got a gift from my lovely Yama sis. Check out the Japanese Warriors shirt. Really cool. It's got the Warriors. Yeah, you can see if I tiptoe here. It's got the Warriors logo down there. But yeah, how about that? Pretty cool. Very happy about this. Yamasis came through in a big way for the t-shirt, so thank you, Yamasis. You are awesome. TJF is here. 1 minute in and Yama already crashing out. Not crashing out, brother. I'm actually feeling great. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. Hopefully there will be nothing crash out worthy on this event. I don't know what to expect out of Armored MMA. But so what somebody in the Discord, a shout out to Bleeding Edge. He might actually end up being here at some point tonight. But Bleeding Edge, I believe it was, saying in the Discord that apparently some of this is predetermined, perhaps either that or choreographed. So we're going to have to keep a keen eye out for all of what we're going to be seeing here and you know, I guess put our detectives hats on a little bit. You know, we'll work it all through and figure out what we're actually looking at in just a few minutes here. let a couple more people come in. But again, if you do want to watch along with me, the links to the events are in the description of this live stream that you are currently watching, and we are going to be starting off with the exhibitions. So link number 1 is exhibitions. Cue that up. We are at 000, and I will tell you when we're starting. Happy birthday. I'm going to leave a like for your birthday. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we got a couple more days still, but yeah, coming up close. Your boy's getting older by the second, but that's okay. That's all right. We all are, first of all, and second of all, we fight on through it. We fight on through the old age. Let's go 3-day weekend. Oh, is it? Being that I am self-employed now, I don't pay too much attention. But what holiday is coming? Oh, Easter? People get off for Easter? Is that what it is? I guess if you live in a really religious area, maybe the people get off for Easter. But I don't think that Easter was a paid holiday or a day off when I was at my old job. I don't remember. I don't think so, though. Either way, if it's a 3-day weekend for you, good stuff, man. Ram is here. What up, Ram? We need the Miami card right now. I mean, bro, we're going to be getting it soon enough, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. Absolutely. I think a lot of people are, you know? I think that the Miami card is one that a lot of people have a lot of high hopes for. We need a Miami version of Armored MMA. I think that we have some in Florida. Like I was saying, they did some at Real Cage Fighting, at least an exhibition of it. But hard to say. Also, I looked a little bit at the rule set, and it was very involved. They have a lot of rules and regulations. Obviously, they're going to be working with weapons in this thing, so I would assume that you have to be pretty cautious and very particular about your rules when you're working with bladed weaponry. It's Good Friday. Oh, Good Friday. You get off for Good Friday? You must be living in, like, Amish country out there. Ultra religious. You need it? Are you talking about the Miami card? Yeah, I get you, bro. I get it. I understand. I understand entirely. After the shit show in Seattle, even though we had a lot of finishes, still an absolute slop fest, I am certainly looking forward to the next numbered event myself. I know you're not like old, but do old people find other old people attractive, like 60 plus? Yes. Yeah, I think so. And I can almost guarantee it because, TJF, where I live in Central Florida, there's a place, you might have heard of it because I think that it's kind of nationally known at this point. It's called The Villages. And that's like, it's basically like a community of older people that, you know, it's not like retire. It's like, I guess it's like a retirement community, but like a whole city's worth of it. And like, apparently The Villages has like one of the highest STD rates in the country because all of these older people are all out here just banging away. So I guess that's the answer. Hydra's here. What up, Hydra? So hyped for the Miami card? Fuck yeah, dude. Yuri's going to get his belt back. Yo, bro, I think that everybody wants that. You know what I mean? I think that that's a universally like agreed upon thing that everybody just wants Yuri to have it. Nobody, I mean, like, I'm sure that there are Carlos Ulberg fans out there. I would class myself as a Carlos Ulberg fan. I actually think he's a really good fighter, even though he doesn't have much of a personality, but I don't care about that. But I mean, no one is not a Yuri fan. So I think that everybody is really looking forward to Yuri getting the belt, hopefully. Hopefully for all of the Yuri fans out there. But I do feel bad for Ulberg because I think that he's a really quality fighter that does not get a lot of respect because he just is kind of a boring guy, which is that's his right to be so, you know? Not everybody has to be Connor out here. You guys are having a hype off over it. We're going to get started in like 2 minutes here. Wyatt Earp is here. What up, Wyatt? You're 61 and yes, everything still works. All right, my guy. Well, thank you for the confirmation. Go out there and continue to spread your wild oats, you know, all that kind of shit. Go down to the Villages, bro. You could probably clean up down there. Villages are a little ways away from where I live, but man, I'm tempted. I can go for an older lady. Actually, in one of my old videos I was calling 360 No Skip, I used to do a show that's similar to Yama, but about advertising. You know, marketer, advertising. I did a series called 360 No Skip. Never skip the pre-roll. It was about like ads that you would see on YouTube and me kind of like commenting on them. And at one point I made the comment, I don't know if she's still alive, but Mamie Van Doren is like, at the time, I think she was like 90 something. And she's like all plasticed out. like she had all kinds of plastic surgery, was still looking good at 90 years old. I was like, man, I've never considered the company of a 90-year-old woman before, but I'm telling you, if it was Mamie Van Doren, that would be duly considered. I've never seen an Olberg fan online or IRL. You're looking at one right now, goddammit. I am a fan. I like Carlos Olberg. He gets wins. He just is the personality of a piece of milk toast. I'm here at work still, so I'll be in and out. Hey, Chase, appreciate you, brother. Also, by the way, we're going to get started in just a minute here, guys. But before I do start, shout out to Chase Parton for his fantastic and very entertaining unboxing and card breaking of the Topps cards that he did last night. I was at Vitz King's house, actually. So if Beeb shows up, Beeb, all of your stuff is autographed and taken care of. I will be shipping Beeb's items out very soon. But I was at Vitz King's house, and me and him were watching the live stream. I loved it. I was actually very surprised at how much I enjoyed the card breaking. It was really fun. So if you guys were not there last night for Chase's stream, make sure that you are subscribed to youtube.com/@CPSmalls, and definitely tune into the next one because I had a blast. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very fun. Catch up with you guys, and then we're going to get started here. Thanks, Wyatt. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the confirmation. Glad to hear Wyatt is still in tip-top shape. Let's go for that, too. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. That stream was awesome. Yeah, exactly. Hydra knows. Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun. I was surprised. I didn't know what to expect because I don't know much about that world, about Topps cards or any of that kind of stuff. But like when when he was doing it, I was like, yeah, I see the appeal of this. This is fun. Especially, we know all the fighters, obviously. So like, I guess that's maybe why I never got into cards before, is because I don't care about other sports like that. But even with hockey, I don't know if I would have gotten into it. So I don't know. But either way, Chase made it fun. The cards made it fun. I understand the appeal. I'm looking forward to the next time Chase Parton does it. So make sure that you are there for the next one of those. That was really a good time. It's also a good time now that Jeremy Hall is here. Shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy's teammates who got their wins over in APFC. Appreciate you, brother. Safe to say that this is Olberg's toughest bout in the organization so far. Yeah, that's an understatement, I would say. Olberg, I wouldn't say that Olberg has had like favorable matchmaking, but I think just by nature of that division, he might have. Can't recall a fighter that I thought would be a challenge to Olberg before Yuri. I mean, this is why Olberg is in that spot. And that's also why I think a lot of people need to recognize that Olberg might win that fight, guys. Just saying. I'm not saying that I'm going to pick him necessarily. I don't think that I can pick against Yuri. If the opponent is not named Alex Pereira. But, I mean, just be open to that concept because Carlos Olberg is not a guy to sleep on, even if he's sort of a sleepy guy. I've never been into pack openings, but I only cared because knowing someone like Wonderboy hand-signed a card he pulled is so cool to me. I know, right? That was definitely awesome. I thought it was kind of unfortunate that we pulled the Wonderboy auto card that early in the stream. It would have been nice to like reveal later on in the stream to be like, go through a couple of them, get like the randos out of the way, and then pull that. But either way, still very awesome, man. I thought it was a lot of fun doing that. And then we get to talk about the fighters and make jokes, and it's all kinds of fun shit. And it was fun doing it with Vitz King because I legitimately have not seen Vitz King for like 3 months, which is crazy. A little S&C right now, and I'll be home to watch the stream. Oh, cool. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. All right, sounds good. I have full faith in Yuri. He can only lose someone with the death touch like Poatan. Otherwise, he will find his way to finish. Well, I mean, I guess that is the prevailing thought for sure. CP of Van Glazer, but I want to see Tyra win. Damn, dude. Saying that knowing that Chase is in the chat is so absolutely scandalous. But all right, we've been talking long enough. Let's get this armored stuff going here. Let's do it at 15. So we'll do it in 1 minute. At 15, we will start this thing up. Make sure that you have the stream queued up if you are watching along. The links are in the description of the live stream that you are currently watching. We are starting with the exhibition, so make sure you click the exhibition link. The exhibitions link is the correct one. We are getting all started here, and I will give you your countdown and sync point at the 15-minute mark, which should be any moment now. You're fully on the Van. Well, get inside the Van, boy. I just want to know if the Van is like the Venga bus. How similar are they? Because the Venga bus is coming, and everybody's jumping. I know you will go more in depth with the May pay-per-view card, but what is your general feeling about it? About the which one are we talking about? You talking? That's not the Miami card. That's. Oh yeah, no, that is yeah, right. The Miami one's coming up this month. No. The Vang bus. All right. Let me know which one you're talking about, Ram. I'll definitely give you my thoughts about it. But let's get this thing started here. So if you are queued up, 000 is your start point, and we are going to press play in 3, 2, 1, go. And there's your timer. All right. And we are getting right into fighter walkouts. Do they have to walk out in the armor? That's going to be the question here. Oh, yeah, they are fully armored up all the way for the walkouts. Oh, Strickland versus Hamzat is the one you're talking about. I mean, I don't really think that Sean Strickland deserves another title shot right now, personally. I think it should be Imavov. If it's the whole religious thing, I have never been a fan of that. So, I don't appreciate that you get just this random, religious-based exemption for being in the sport that you are a professional in. But if it's going to be that fight, then at least we get to see Strickland get taken down a peg and done just exactly like Dricus got done, which is most likely what's going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've seen the rest of the card. I don't usually look too far ahead on cards because cards always change a lot. We talk about the cards literally every week, so I don't really have much of a need to go out there and look at them ahead of time, except for things like this. So if there's specific fights on the card that you want my opinions on, I'd be happy to give them. But as far as the main event goes, that's what I think about it. I'm just like, it shouldn't be that fight. So if it's going to be that fight, then whatever, Van is like the Bonnie Blue Bus. What? Van is like the Bonnie Blue Bus, but instead of DNA samples, Van is dishing out hundreds of strikes. That is a very, very strange way to put that, Hydra. That is a very, very odd comparison, but I understand what you're saying with it. All right, we got Jason Bryant going up against Ethan Kinstall. This guy, Jason Bryant, has a head tattoo and a face tattoo. He's got tattoos on his bald head and a tattoo on his face, yet all of those are behind an iron mask right now. Yeah, the referee has to be armored up too. The referee's got a big chest pad on and gauntlets and shit. He's got a helmet and he's got a big stick. Pause, but it's true though. Love it, Hydra. He'd be so proud. I was so proud of that comparison. Yeah, right? Josh Van just sees that and is like, I mean, thank you, though. All right, bro. I mean, that's weird, though, but I can kind of see it, though. Okay. All right, I got you, bro. Josh Van reminds me of a lot of people that I knew growing up. Too bad they don't suit up during intros. Yeah, I mean, you'd think that they would need to go into the inspection zone. Are there people inspecting this armor ahead of time? What's the inspection protocol like? Oh, also, guys, I'm going to do a little test real quick as this fight starts. I'm going to, because OBS just did this update, I'm going to do something real quick. Let me know if I mute myself by doing this. All right, I'm going to do a test right now, and then let me know if I'm muted when I unmute it. So right now is the test. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check. Let me know if I'm muted. All right, that was the test. Let me know if I went mute for a second there, because OBS just did an update. Ooh, we got a takedown. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So they have to pause when pieces of the armor come off. Armor failure, they call it. So wait, so this guy gets to put his armor back on. Oh, and they get reset in the same position. Okay. No, never muted? Yes! Yes, OBS! Thank you! All right, OBS has fixed itself. Guys, we are so back. We are so back. Hell yeah. Also, CTE is here. So we are definitely so back now. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, CTE. And all of you guys, of course. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay. So they're actually punching over here. So it's like there is like an actual mixed martial arts element to this thing. They break action if they drop their weapons. Wait a second. Why would they break action if they drop the weapons? Shouldn't like dropping the weapon be a part of what happens? I'm trying to also listen to a little bit of the commentary here, even though we were doing that little test. So I'm like trying to figure things out, but I'm so glad that was the case. Thank you guys for letting me know that. So far, Restream is holding up for the broadcast. OBS is fixed. All of these things are great. Also, huge shout out to every single one of you guys that hyped the most recent video, that liked it, that commented on it. You guys are awesome, and that video is doing very, very well. It looks like the algorithm might actually be showing it a little bit of love. So thank you very much for your support always, and most especially on that most recent video. Yeah, this is Real Full Contact. It's called Boo Hurt as a sport. Armored MMA is the UFC to Boo Hurts MMA. Okay, got you. What the hell? What is Boo Hurts, though? Where's that word come from? That's an interesting word. Also, I just noticed this dude's got the bisexual color going on here. He's got the blue and the pink. Just took my edibles. This is going to be a good stream, bro. So far, I also want to know what differentiates a professional version of this versus an exhibition version of this. Oh, nice knee. Oh, knees to downed opponents. Was that not a penalty? I guess you can knee a downed opponent because they've got armor on? Yeah, this dude's down. I mean, look, man, they got graphics and everything. This is actually like, I mean, I don't know what their live broadcast is like. Who is broadcasting this? Is this another one of those things that's on like fucking Fubo or some shit? Yeah, he straight up kneed him on the ground, and I guess that's okay. Boohurt came from a 12th century French word used to describe a melee in a tournament, loosely translating to wallop. Okay. All right. Man, I'm telling you, dude, this is what people do not understand, okay? When I talk to people in my day-to-day life, and they're like, bro, you spend so much of your time like on stream. Like, what do what is it all about? I'm like, first of all, don't question me. That's just off rip. Who the fuck are you to even talk? Don't even talk to me. Like, guy, like, who are you? That's number one. But number two, like, if I actually want to be in the conversation, number two is, first of all, we get to watch fights together, and that's my favorite thing in the world. So, off rip, we're already on cloud nine. But number two, and I think more importantly to what I'm saying here, I learn so much from the chat. I'm telling you. I get entertainment out of the chat. I hopefully get to offer some entertainment to the chat. And then in the process, I learn things like boohurt, meaning to wallop, from 12th century French. Where would I have learned that? If not right here, right now, on the Yama Show with you fine people. I'm blessed, bro. I am truly blessed. All right, so, I mean, they're both seated in the corners now. They actually give them folding chairs to corner them. That's kind of funny. But the fight continues. I wish that they had done, like, a breakdown of the scoring. Because, yeah, I don't even know how we have a second round here. Bro is out. All right, round number 2. Look at this crowd. Crowd goes wild. It's actually a pretty decent-sized crowd, I would say. All right, round 2. The good people of Nashville want armored action. The good people of the Blood Palm want armored action. Let's see it. So basically what I'm getting here is you get a little shield for your hand, and then you get a sword. Does everybody have the same weapons? I have so many questions. Yeah, more knees. Bro, you can just straight up knee people. This is awesome. Okay, yeah, he's chopping away at his side. He just got a little pat on the head from the referee. I think so. Maybe it's not even rounds. I guess maybe it's like rounds only in the sense that like it goes until somebody like drops, and then they just stop it because now they reset them again. Yeah, this is it. I don't know. We're learning things here. Yama, if you did this sport, how heavy would you make your armor on a light to heavy scale, and what weapon/weapon shield combo would you have? Okay. The answer would definitely be light as possible armor because two reasons. One, I would want the agility over the armored support, and number two, you need to be just okay with taking damage in any kind of combat sport in general. So, if you're going to go into a combat sport, damage is a part of the game. So be ready for it, and that would be my thought process. So as light as I could get the armor without it being so light that I would just be unnecessarily taking like massive damage. So I don't know what the actual sweet spot with that would be, but that would be my thought process is keep the armor light so that I can be agile and just understand that I'm going to take some damage. As far as combo of sword or combo of weapon and shield, I would honestly kind of go with, I think, what these guys have. I would go with sword because sword is lighter than axe. Actually, no, I know what I would really want to do. If I had the upper body strength to do it, I would go for mace, bro. I like mace. The spiky ball on the end of the handle. I like that. That's my weapon of choice. I like the mace. That's what I would go with. Mace is a good combination of heft plus agility. So, but if I didn't have mace as an option, I think what they have is actually kind of okay. Like I like small shield and sword. But again, I don't know enough about this sport, if you can call it a sport. I don't really know what I'm looking at exactly, but I mean, that would be my thought process with the limited knowledge that I have. When Yama meetup happens, we should do this instead of UFC. Or we should go to this instead of UFC. I thought you were talking about this should be Yama Fight League. Armored MMA for the Yama Fight League. Might be less dangerous for us if we did it that way. But, I mean, bro, I can almost guarantee you that the tickets to this are going to be exponentially cheaper than UFC. So if you want to go to Armored MMA for the Yama meetup, I've never been to Nashville, bro. I'm down. This is cooler than UFC. All right. I'm liking it. From what I've seen from Armored MMA, Judo reigns supreme in terms of skills. I mean, I could understand how Judo would be very effective, you know? I would say that a mixture of Judo and perhaps like some, striking art, Judo and boxing. But I don't even know if boxing is really applicable in this. I guess it is to an extent because you still can like punch. Like that's what I was that was what was interesting to me in watching that first fight. Was like they are still punching with their sword hand. Is armor the best base for MMA? But Judo is definitely applicable for sure. Because if you can trip and toss, you're definitely good. Oh, look at this dude. Bro, I love this shit. I'm telling you, this is just good old-fashioned fun right here, people. Like, you can't take this shit seriously, but you shouldn't take this shit seriously. This is the blood sport of legitimate mixed martial arts competition right now. If you overthink it, you're doing it wrong. This would be an awesome Yama Fight League. I mean, what I would say is that it seems like inherently expensive. I can't imagine that armor is cheap. If you call esports a sport, then this is for sure a sport. Well, we had that whole debate on Chase's stream. Yes. I mean, apparently sport is just a broadly applied term at this point. So I guess everything's a sport. Esports is a sport. Darts is a sport. Bowling is a sport. Back in my day, people, when I was growing up, people would slap you for saying that darts is a sport. Legitimate athletes would be upset with that assessment. But anyway, it's a brave new world. Words change their meaning. Meaning evolves over time. Weight classes have to matter less in this, I imagine. Well, actually, that's an interesting point there, Hydra. One of the things I read in their rule set, which, as I said, I read their rules beforehand. It was very long, so I didn't read through all of it. But one of the things that I did notice is that in exhibition specifically, it's open weight. But for the pro fights, they do have weight classes. And they have a lot of them, too. They've got like cruiserweight and fucking super welterweight and shit. So they try to get pretty exact when it comes to the weight classes. This is for sure a sport no matter what. True. Yeah, no. I definitely would agree with that. The only reason I would say it might not be a sport is if it's predetermined or choreographed, because Bleeding Edge had mentioned that he thought that some of the one that he went to looked like it was choreographed. I'm not necessarily seeing that out of what we've seen so far, but it's hard to say, you know? And then, of course, if people are throwing MMA fights in, like, the UFC, then who the fuck knows? You need HEMA in judo? HEMA. Yama, you just buy us all custom armor and weapons when you hit a bajillion subs. True, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Bro, if I had the money to do it, that would just be content in and of itself. I would go Mr. Beast with that shit. I took 10 members of my chat, bought them all custom armor, and put them inside of a cage. What's gonna happen? Wait and see. Bro, I already got the formula. Come on, guys. We can do this. We can make this happen. Mrs. Didgery Dave is here. What up, Mrs.? How you doing? You love the ref and stick? Hell yeah, dude. I love the ref and stick, too. The ref and stick is goated, bro. I like the idea that the ref could get into the action if he really wanted it. Plus, it's actually not a bad fight so far. These guys are going at it with the swords. And I mean, right now, I'm not seeing anything that looks overly choreographed, though. Maybe it's in the pro fights. Maybe the pro fights are the choreographed shit. But right now, these dudes are just slapping each other with fucking swords right now. There you go. Makes it a lot less easy to clinch in this sport. Yeah, dude, yeah, just whacking away with the sword, bro. What I really want to see out of this is I really want to see somebody just going ham-bone with the sword. Like, I want to see somebody be like, bam, 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 rapid fire. Yellow Knight had more swag during the walkouts, bro. I mean, you got to imagine that having swaggy walkouts is like really important in this. I would think. I would definitely think that personally. Like, if I'm coming out in full suit of armor, like, honestly, for me, if I was doing this, I guess you really can't, though. Because what I was going to say is, like, I would want to come out with my helmet off. I would want to hold my helmet under my arm and then walk out, being able to yell at people and point to the crowd and shit, and then put my helmet on. But I guess if you have to hold your sword and your shield, maybe you're not able to hold your helmet. Plus, those helmets are bulky as fuck. But I'd be mugging, dude. I would be milking the fuck out of this if I was one of these guys. Also, yo, shout out to AMMA over here because their production value is not bad. I have to say, they got multicam, they got graphics, they got everything so far that you need out of a promotion in general, a promotion's broadcast. So really, I'm actually pretty okay with how this is looking. Like the broadcast quality looks good. Camera quality looks good. Graphics, camera angles, fucking all the things that we talk about. It's not choreographed. Bleeding Edge must have seen a different promotion. Could be. Yeah, that very well could be. HEMA is historical European martial arts. Interesting. Historical European martial arts. Again, learning new things through the power of the blood palm right now. I love it. 30 seconds. Man, these rounds are short as fuck. Oh, because it's exhibition. Nice kick. Oh, got the sweep off the kick. And going in for the ground engagement. Bro has lost his sword. Let's go. Oh, but he reverses. Oh, why does the... Oh, I guess maybe that's the round. I guess that's the end of the round. Damn it. I was like, come on, ref, don't break that up. Man. Hell yeah, ref and stick. I like the... It's not even ref and stick. It's ref and flag. It's got a flag at the top. Oh, no, he did stand him up. I'm very confused with some of this, man. Maybe we should have gone in and read the rule set. Stop fight. Yeah, maybe we should go through and read the rules between this and the pro fights. But all I know is that the rule book was big. It was like 20 pages or something. There are choreographed night fight shows, but I'm like 99% sure this promo specifically is legit because I've watched them for a while. Oh, really? You're a fan? You're a legit fan. Do you know the fighters? Do you know the nights? Walkouts should be used as a tiebreaker if needed. Yo, TJF, that is absolutely a base take right there. Walkouts being the decision maker, I love that. I like the idea of making people have the most swagged out walkout of all time intentionally. Being like, how bad do you want that win? Because if this thing goes all 3 rounds, you better have swagged out hard, bro. I better be hearing some really good walkout music. I need to see some dancing. I need accompaniment from this little alternative baddie over here with the pink and blue hair. Where are you going? Hey, come back. I like that. I couldn't name any fighter. When I get the remote with my friends, I put on King of the Streets or AMMA highlights. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Hanzo Hattori sword would do the job. Yo, deep ball knowledge there, Didgeridoo Dave. Fuck yeah. The sword carved out of... The sword forged of the hand of Hattori Hanzo. Hell yeah. I used to reference Hattori Hanzo in my... when I would freestyle. Because it rhymes with a couple of things that make it easy. I go Gonzo. Armor on my back, sword by Hattori Hanzo. If I tell you bring the money back, bring it pronto. St. James tell it to you straight, one language like Esperanto. Gun's got a long barrel plus the fucking nozzle. Put it in your dome piece straight to your nostril. Come on, dude. Give me a break. Easy. Dropped in to say hello and lurk for a minute, but I gotta run. Hey, Wyatt Earp, thank you very much for coming back, bro. I'm glad you're liking the channel, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here very much, bro. Hope to see you again, my man. Drop by anytime. Normal week. I just saw the wrap up of our last month of streaming. I was on stream 26 days out of the last month. Do you believe that? 26 counted days out of the month of March, I was on stream. So my point is that if it wasn't for Bloodsport right now, I'd be on stream a whole lot more. We're going to get the Blood Sport review all edited up and put out, but many more streams to come. So definitely stop back by, bro. Appreciate you very much. Pink and blue hair driving up a dump truck for a white girl. Brother, I'm telling you, I saw that instantly affixed upon it. Duly noted, my friend, because that is legitimately the exact type of girl that I go for. Like, if you wanted the prototype of the type of woman that Thinker is generally going after, it's kind of a chunky white girl with two-tone hair and a love of Weezer. All right, Chuck Goodwin is the winner. We could see an arm come off at least. Yo, Monty Python style, bro. Thinker spitting. Light work, brother. Let me know when Sigma comes in here. What is up with the two of you? Why do I have to be the one that lets you know when the other one's in here? Why don't you just be in here? You be in here and you see it yourself. We'll do. All right, Wyatt. Appreciate you, bro. I wasn't expecting to see a night fights. Yeah, I know, right? Good reason to crack a strongbow. Oh, a strongbow. I used to love a strongbow back in the day, brother. Golly. Golly. That's the one thing that I do miss about not drinking is some good cider. Your girl got tatted thighs too? Oh, you're speaking my language right now, brother. I need her in my corner. Anything can be a good reason for a strongbow. Big facts, brother. Big facts. I drank so much strongbow. If you ever see me wearing a Larry and his Flask shirt, you'll see it sometimes on stream. Shout out to Larry and his Flask. They were a great band back in the day. I saw them live many times, or not many, but a couple of times. Definitely more than 3. I got so drunk on strongbow one time that I basically fucked myself out of getting laid out in the great city of Tampa, where the women are friendly. I went out to Tampa to see Larry and his Flask, and I started chatting up these 2 girls, and I asked them to watch my drink when I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and like I was just so out of it that I didn't even think to continue talking to them after I got my drink back. That's one of my that is one of those ones that in your mind are like if you clock your great fuck ups in life, that is certainly among them for me. It was 2 girls, both very friendly. Asked them to watch my drink, came back, got my drink, and said thank you and walked back to my friend. Very stupid. Drinking a craft cider right now. My girlfriend also made me a mimosa. Damn, CTE is drinking good in the neighborhood. Plus he's got the edibles. Boy is about to be twisted like a bottle cap. Ontario has a lot of good cider where I'm at. Oh my God, I love cider, bro. That's why I'm trying to find some good non-alcoholic ciders. That's the type of shit I do all the time, except never 2 girls, only 1. Yeah. Well, this is why, like I said, this was a major fuck up on my part. Strongbow used to have a knight helmet as its emblem. It's an apple now. Well, that's fucking lame. Purple drank knight. Yo. Purple stuff. Purple. Hell yeah. Oh, look at that. See, emoting. That's what you got to do when you're walking out. Bro, I like the black on gray as well. This guy's my favorite right now. I like the color scheme. I like the emote that he did. He's dapping up the crowd. This is the homie right here. Yeah, who's with the black on gray? Nicholas Ferriel? Nicholas Ferriel. Yeah, and then Sean Keiss is the dude who with the purple. Nicholas Ferriel, that's my guy. Yeah, come on, dude. 48-year-old Sean Keiss. Come on, dude. This dude's getting out. We got to put this guy down easy. Oh, I guess it's not gray. It's like a dark brown. All right. I like that a little bit less, but that's okay. I'm still riding with my dude, Nicholas. All right, Sean Keiss. I appreciate that they rip the armpit in the fabric that they wear underneath the armor to make the arms move easier. Purple Drank Knight is going to hit him hard and make him woozy. True, bro. Things are going to start getting wavy real quick in here. He's going to hit him so hard, he'll be like, I cannot feel my face. Is Keiss 50 years old? Yeah, he's 48. Oh, okay. So you can only be on the ground for 10 seconds in this. That's kind of whack, I think. But I guess if you like stand-up armored action, then, you know. I'm telling you, man, I want the armored MMA that is like as true to actual MMA as you can get it. Who's ready to kick this off, Nashville? I'm ready. Somehow they filled out the entire lower bowl of wherever they are right now. All right. Hell yeah, my dude Nicholas coming out aggressive here. Fight's underway. 1 minute rounds in the exhibitions. All right, nice low tap. I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing even. Like taps from the swords? Do you call those hits? Yo, my dude Nicholas, aggressive over here. I don't think you're allowed to actually stab in this, by the way. Like, I don't think you can go, like, straight in with the sword. Nice takedown. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, you only get 10 seconds on the ground. All right, now the stick comes in. 10 seconds, send for the stick. I think if they tried to grapple more than 10 seconds, helmets and gauntlets would fall off. Well, yeah, but that's like, I mean, like, let it happen, though. I don't know. I guess that's dangerous. I'm all about fighter safety, but at the same time, if you're going to be fighting with fucking weapons, like, I don't know, just dull the swords to the point where you can't actually, like, chop people's heads off. Am I crazy here? I might be crazy. All right, fight stopped there. Round one's got to go to my man, Nick. Mr. Kais needs a big round two. Also, by the way, people, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but, you know, I know that I was growing my hair out at the chat's recommendation, but really at this point, what I'm growing my hair out for is solidarity with Afro Man. Afro Man is an American hero, and I want to grow my fro to be paying some homage to the great American that is Afro Man. Shout out to the absolute legend that is Afro Man. I think they are dulled, but no helmet. Someone would lose an eye too easy. True. Yeah, good point. Yeah. I mean, I guess the armor is like, yeah, you know, they got to have helmets. Is that another lady in the corner? Why are there so many women involved in this? I mean, I'm saying in a good way, but I'm like, yo, if you fight with armor on, is that just like a P magnet? I don't understand. We've been seeing moderately attractive white women throughout this event. Shout out Afro Man. Fuck yeah, shout out Afro Man. Afro Man is an American hero. You got a point. Imagine in the old times, a dude's helmet comes off and they got to stop the fight to put the helmet on. It's unrealistic. Exactly. I mean, how close to actual realism can we get in armored MMA? Yo, look at my dude, though. My dude Nicholas is putting it out there, bro. Punches to the face with the shield hand. Trying to go for the inside leg trip. Or actually, the outside leg trip, actually. Yeah, that outside leg trip was almost working for him. Oh, judo toss. Bro, this dude Nicholas is actually legitimately using MMA tactics. Shout out to CTE. Judo on deck. Probably all their partners cornering them. Yeah, but that's my point. All of these armored people, this does not seem like the type of hobby that would be something that women would be abiding by. So I'm kind of in awe with the idea that all of these guys are out here getting ladies and this is what they do for fun. Good for them, though. I guess it just goes to show you that there's somebody for everybody. Armor is the #1 P magnet in all of history, proven across all civilizations in history. There is some basis in truth in that. I see where your thought process is with that. Those small round shields you like are called bucklers. True. 1-2 buckler my shoe. All right. Well, some people have bigger... I caught myself. I was going to say some people have bigger bucklers than others, which is legitimately true because my dude Sean Kais has a pretty big buckler, but it just sounds wrong to say. I don't want anybody commenting on the size of my buckler, all right? Trust me, your boy has a perfectly adequate sized buckler that works fine in all applications. Okay? I've never gotten any complaints about the size of my buckler. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it's really funny. Are we on the exhibitions or the pro fights right now? We're on the exhibition fights. And this timestamp is correct. All right. Kai's trying to come back. He needs a finish. How do you finish this fight? Like, if the guy just doesn't get up, like, are there finishes in this? It's storming over here, so probably going to be gone for a minute or so. Hey, TJF, bro, you do what you got to do. You deal with the elements as much or as little as you have to. You are always valued around here, brother. So you do what you need to do. And anytime you are here, I'm very happy that that's the case. Even when you make very horrible takes on music. I still love you, though. The bigger ones aren't bucklers. I don't know what they're called. Oh, okay. So not every shield is a buckler, but the small shields are bucklers. Because, yeah, look at the size of that thing. Certainly that is of a different caliber of protection. You make them quit with concussive force. I've seen knees to the head, ground and pound, especially with the shields, get finishes. Okay. We have seen knees to downed opponents earlier on this card, so I do know that that is the case. It did not end in a finish, though. All right, either way. Our dude Sean Kais with his little girlfriend over here is not doing so well in this fight. But yeah, our dude Nicholas, man. Nicholas is crushing right now. Bucklers are the smallest ones, and they normally have a protruding round bit in the center. Okay. Yeah, come on, dude. That would have been an absolute robbery if Nicholas Fariel hadn't gotten that win. Shout out to our dude Sean Kais, though. Sean Kais is the man, still getting down at 48 years old, rocking in the armor. Yeah, I guess this guy is not popular with the home crowd. He's getting booed. But who is the big muscle guy over here? This big burly man that's doing the interviews. He looks like he might be a pro wrestler. He also looks a little bit like a beefier version of Harley Morenstein from Epic Mealtime. He's beating up an old dude who sanctioned this. Brother, it's exhibition matches. Anything goes. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The interviewer is like, he's a pretty massive dude for sure. Like I said, he looks like Harley. Whatever happened to Epic Mealtime? I know that a lot of people that were working on the channel got pissed off and left. I used to like Epic Mealtime. I mean, everybody did, you know? All right. Interviewer looks like the phrase corn-fed. He's the embodiment of the phrase. Well, this is certainly entertaining. I can understand the appeal of it. Finally, we got some legitimate chainmail. Fuck yeah, dude. Chainmail is the stuff I like. I think that chainmail looks awesome. I'm a big fan of chainmail. Emphasis on the mail. Hi-yo, honey! Out here, the cowboy events bring with it what I fondly refer to as buckle bunnies. Fully decked in the most fancy denim, amazing boots, a tight button shirt, and a cowboy hat, of course. Yes, I know what you are referring to. Yeah, I mean, look, I guess that, see, okay, I think that what it comes down to is this. If you put yourself out there to do anything performative, women are attracted to that. When I was doing stand-up comedy, I was cleaning up with women without even trying. It is an absolute shame that I did not like doing stand-up more, because I would have been getting laid every weekend doing stand-up. Doing stand-up comedy was like shooting fish in a barrel for me. So I guess I say that to say, if you do shit and you do it publicly, there is an audience for it, and by extension, there are women who are going to enjoy that you do that. Oh, this is a ladies' fight. Chris Fuller versus Maggie Ryan. What a pair of lookers we got here. I'm hoping we see a two-handed axe. Fuck yeah, do they have that in this? That would be dope as fuck, bro. Two-handed axe. So far, it looks like everybody just gets swords, but these ladies don't have bucklers. They got swords and that's it. Armit helmet supremacy 2. Armit helmet? Oh, is that what the chainmail on the front? I have a special place in my heart for the kettle helmet. You see, you guys have some deeper knowledge of all this medieval shit. I don't know anything about this stuff. I mean, I think it's cool. You know, if I see it in a movie, I'm cool with it. But, like, I never, like, got into it like that. Yama had to do a double take that it's a woman's fight after seeing Chris. Damn. I did have to. That's so mean. That's so mean. I don't want to say that. What I was going to say, though, is, and it is the truth, I did have I did have to stop myself from saying, oh, this is an intergender fight. I mean, it could be, though. She might identify as a man, people. We don't know. We saw a transgender fighter recently. We're open-minded. Thinker laid pipe back in the day. Brother Thinker still lays pipe. Don't get it twisted. Hey, Bleeding Edge is here. There you go. What up, Bleeding Edge? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, Bleeding Edge. Is this the promotion that you saw? Because we were having some debate about whether any of this is choreographed. Maybe you saw a different promotion that was doing choreographed stuff. This all seemed legitimate. But you are not wrong. Yeah, 6'1" is that's a huge bitch. Shout out to the great film Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. You're a huge history nerd? Cool. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, Maggie, crushing over here. Why did Chris take this fight? Knees to downed opponent. Damn, ground and pound. There's the stick. Beautiful women. Kettle helmet is Ugo plus exposed face L helmet. Yeah, any helmet that has an exposed face seems to be a misstep when it comes to navigating combat. Same promotion? All right, well then I guess that's the question that I have then, because, you know, it's I mean, everything that we've seen so far, it seems to be legitimate as far as legitimacy goes with something like this. Also, by the way, Chris has a little lady attending to her. So obviously chainmail is something that people are interested in. Obviously, armor is a P magnet. We have confirmed this. Unified rules of armored MMA say you can have a long sword, great sword, sword and shield, mace, or pole arm / two-handed axe. All right. Fair enough then. I did not know that there was a unified rules of armored MMA. Maybe that's what I was reading from. That's awesome. And then if that's the case, I need to see a mace before we finish this watch along. You're going pole arm? I always go pole arm, brother. I can't not. Hey, 10-7's here. What up, 10-7? Good to see you, brother. The full rant has been recorded and been uploaded. Doing my best Yama impression. Hey, appreciate you, brother. A+ on that. Yeah, I've got your noties on now, so I'll definitely I'll check it out at some point in the near future. But yeah, appreciate you, bro. Get that content out. It's the only way. It's the only way. But yeah, we've got Beast coming up next week, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do a free for all before then. I hope that we can. That's going to really be on Chase Parton to figure out, but trust that I have not forgotten 10-7. You guys are first up on the next free for all. We will definitely try to work that out so that we can give you a little advance notice about it. Make sure that it works for your schedule. All right, this is a better round for Chris. Chris is at a major size disadvantage. Oh, yeah. Now Chris ends up. Oh, she just goes down. She accepted grounded position here. Looking for the ref to save her. Maggie going in for ground and pound. It is kind of funny to watch these people, men or women, and how slow they have to move. I like the kettle helmet purely for looks. I'm pretty sure it was popular with Spanish conquistadors. All right. Yo, 10-7, I don't know if you've ever seen Armored MMA, but this might be the move right here, bro. I mean, if UFC can't compete with this level of intensity, I mean, this might be the move, bro. Broadcast quality's been good. It's not a broadcast. We're watching a VOD, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, I guess it's Maggie that has the chick in her corner. Another chick with a bit of a horse going on. It's not that they aren't sparring or fighting, but the whole promotion and way of competing is more like regional traveling wrestling. I mean, that's the question though. Is it actually that, or are they actually trying? You know? Like, are they actually out here trying to win, or is it kind of just like, yeah, let's throw some punches and bangity bang, 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 bang? Conquistadors were Mauryan. Kettle helmets were popular for a few centuries in early England and France for archers. Okay. Sounds good. Appreciate you, bro. Holy shit, they are really wearing knight armor. Brother Jeremy Hall, yes. Yes. If you are just tuning in to the actual stream, Jeremy, we've been watching people dressed as medieval knights, throwing punches, hitting each other with swords, going to the ground with armor on. How crazy is that? Think about how much better of a wrestler you yourself could be, Jeremy, if you had 15 pounds of armor weighing you down at all times. I mean, that might be the way to train. That could be the next gimmick for MMA training. Do half of your camp with your actual team and then the other half at the Armored MMA gym. They need to open up an Armored MMA PI. Oh, another down for Chris. I mean, how is this even a fair fight here? Now, granted, of course, weight classes do not matter in the exhibition fights as we know, but still, Chris, why would you take this fight against the massive Maggie at 6'1"? Good Lord. Maggie should be out here balling in the WNBA, complaining about not getting paid enough. They act like they act like they're standing in belts, but it's the same group of roadies that go city to city doing their fight performance a few times in each place. Okay, got you. Yeah, I guess that does make sense because if you look at the graphic that's above my head, it does say Armored MMA 2016 USA Tour. So I don't know. Hey, Sanjay's here. What up? Any yelling happening? Nah, we just having fun tonight, bro. There's no reason to yell about anything that's going on here. This is just good old-fashioned American fun. Or Canadian fun if they go up to the Great White North as well. It sounds like I'm hating, but I fucking loved it. It was a blast. I mean, I can certainly see the appeal of it. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, like, I thought that they were supposed to be like actively trying to like win these fights, even if it is the same people doing it. But either way, certainly entertaining. I've seen some pretty brutal looking finishes. I think they're really fighting. So there you go. If there's at least a debate, then I guess it's got to be of value. Maggie looks like Rhea Ripley. Think of how slow and tired you could get with all that metal on. Yeah, I know, right? But that's how you get better. That's how you forge yourself in the Iron Flame. Iron Flame, great band name, by the way. Goku used a weighted gi, and look how strong he got. Sanjay with the deep ball knowledge. Come on, people. Dragon Ball Z in this bitch. You do run in plate carriers? There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's legit, though, you know? Do the weighted sled as well. Women can do this. Women get it done. Girls get it done in the circle, in the cage. There you go. Oh, you're on lunch break. Sanjay, you already started your job? Damn, bro. Nice, dude. You got that job and started real quick. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your new job. From the start of the show, you could tell they were leaning into the kayfabe. The whole crowd was into it, though, and they tell you to pick random people and cheer like maniacs. Okay. Yeah. All right. Tiring, but good to be working. There you go, brother. That's the name of the game. Tired in a good way. Shout out to her girlfriend. I think that both of them have those. MMA version of WWE. I mean, I am really not ever looking forward to that being a real thing in a legitimate sense. But if this is that, then fine, I guess, right? Yeah, definitely watching some crazy shit, Didgeridoo. This is certainly something unique. I don't even really know if it necessarily falls within the purview of the channel, but based on the conversation in the Discord, I made the executive decision to be like, yeah, we're doing it. I have to see it. I don't think that I could live my life without having seen this at this point. Google says the org we are watching isn't scripted. Their website says you can join them by training at Boo Hurt Gym and winning regional tournaments, then reaching out to them. All right, well, look, man. I mean, I don't know. I guess, make up your own mind. Because that's what I was going to say. And to be a little bit more serious about it, I know this is all just kind of fun and games and fluff and shit, but to be a little bit more serious about it, at this stage of competition in the climate that sporting has gotten to, I would take actual legitimate issue with any organization that is presenting itself as real and is actually predetermined behind the scenes. So, obviously pro wrestling we now know is fully scripted, fully predetermined, whatever you want to say about that. If there is a sporting organization that is presenting itself as legitimate and is actually predetermined without it being expressly known to the audience, I would take issue with that. I don't care what you're doing. If it's this, if it's anything, I think that at this point where we are as a society, as when it comes to sports betting and all of these kinds of things, if you are a predetermined entertainment product, even if you are sports based, it needs to be fully expressed up front. That's my feeling on it. My night slaying days are long behind me, brother. I understand. Look back upon them fondly. It's mixed martial arts technically. I mean, I guess so, right? I guess technically it is. Oh, you mean as far as the legitimacy on the channel? Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I was like, yeah, of course we got to do it. We have to do it at least one time. Come on, dude. It's got MMA in the name. We can yell about it. If it has MMA in the name, brother, we can yell about it. These guys are teammates. It's Pavlovich versus Volkov all over again. Tucker Thomas and Reese Jordan. Friends turned foes. Also, Tucker Thomas couldn't find a better picture of himself. Bro got a cutout image that was at 300p. When I was a knight, we used to hunt dragons in search of golden riches. Well, hopefully you were getting the princess at the end of that, Didgeridoo Dave. I guess you had to go all the way to the Philippines for it now, but, you know. Maybe that's like the modern version of being a knight. And doth I shall travel across the ocean into the far-off land known as the Philippines. There I shall find a fair maiden and make her my bride. You love WWE? Just ask Chase. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with loving the WWE. I've said it many times. I can get down with pro wrestling. It's not my favorite, but if someone asked me to go watch pro wrestling with them, I certainly would. I watch Botchamania all the time. Shout out to Matthew. I love Botchamania. It's one of my favorite things on YouTube. So I am okay with pro wrestling. I just like it to be expressly known up front that it is predetermined, and I don't want it anywhere near my mixed martial arts. Ooh, that was a nice strike by our dude in purple here with the very large buckler. If that's not a buckler, I need to know what that's called. They've both got the big buckler. I like big bucklers and I cannot lie. What? That guy has a pouch on his belt. Does he have a pouch? Does he have pouch sand hidden in there? Yes, bro, seriously. Go Tony Ferguson real quick. Go Bloodsport real quick. Hit him with the Bolo Young. I mean, you got a helmet for a reason, bro. If he can get sand past the mesh of the front, then I think it should sand. I think it should be okay. If I can get sand into your eyes while you're wearing a helmet, that should be a legal move as far as I'm concerned. Purple and Black has an Armit type helmet. Not my exact type I like, but it's close. Got you. Okay. He looks flat and English style. Okay. Flat? Cross bassinet. I'm learning, I guess. Crocodiles are scarier than dragons. I mean, crocodiles might be the modern day version of dragons. It's not a buckler, but I'm not sure what type of shield it is, or shield shape it is. I want to know what they're saying in the corner. What is this girl saying to him right now? Like, what's the cornering advice like? Tyler Betts, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Would you go to a midget wrestling event? Yeah, I guess. If I didn't have anything else to do and somebody wanted to go, I don't think I would go to it by myself. But sure, I guess. It looks like they're both most familiar to a coffin shield. Okay, got you. Most similar, excuse me. Oh, his helmet face. Got you. I thought you were talking about the top of the helmet. Crocodile tastes like rubber chicken. I have heard this being described this way before. We got Gator out here, boy. We need to get Savage back in the chat at some point. He can tell you about some Gator. The reffing stick should be a lance IMO. I mean, it's almost lance-like, but you are right. It doesn't have the handle or the hilt. So they have their own version of significant strikes, it's sounding like. Little tap shots aren't counted. You got to actually like really hit them. Black and green has bear on his has beer on his shield. Go that guy. All right. Is it legitimately just a can of beer? What is it? Let me see here. Oh, it's just a mug of beer, like a pint glass. Oh no! Oh, it's two beers clanking. Okay, hell yeah. I like it. Well, I'll raise the Yama Stein to him. Also, in lieu of actually getting Yama Steins in the merch shop, I've been thinking about possibly putting a Yama sticker on this. However, the reason that I'm trepidatious about this is because I can actually put these on the top shelf of the washing machine or the dishwasher and wash them in there. But if I had the sticker on it, obviously I could not do that. So what do we think, chat? Should I just start washing these guys by hand? I got 2 of these. Should we just start washing them by hand and put Yama stickers on them? I don't know. You tell me. Also, I don't really want to waste the sticker on it, but I do have a lot of the QR code stickers, so I could at least do one of those. You'll catch the VOD after work. Sanjay, you are the man, brother. Congratulations again on your job. I'm so glad that you are employed now and having a good time with it. Thank you very much for checking in on your lunch break. That is very homey of you. You could have done anything on your lunch break and you chose to spend it with us. I appreciate that. You have a great rest of your shift. And enjoy the VOD when you get home. One for by hand on stream, the other can stay virgin. Oh, true. One for by hand on streaming, the other can stay without. Got it. I like it. It's not a bad idea, honestly. I think he meant, for the pod? Yeah, like just for whenever I'm using it on stream. Yeah, I like that idea. Bro trying to go for the tie clinch. Shout out to the dude with the beer on the shield. He was going for the tie clinch, knee up the middle. Beer guy has good knees. I mean, not bad. He was trying. Yeah, look. Almost had it for a second there. He was going for liver side clinch knees. Let's go. He might be an actual MMA fan. Yeah, look at that. Knees up the middle. No, you're right. Yeah, he is going side liver. Very nice. I don't know if he's going to win, though. They said he needed to have a comeback. I wasn't really... Oh, he did win it. Let's go! Hey! Sit that man on the armored beanbag. Sit that man on the chainmail clad beanbag. That sounds like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever heard of. Oh, this guy's got a wife or a girlfriend who's awaiting child, and he's out here fighting in armored MMA. What a legend. You thought he won the second 2 rounds, so at least I know I'm on the same page with the judges. I appreciate your commitment to getting the call right when it comes to armored MMA. Well, you know what? I'm giving this video a like. I'm throwing a like on the video. Because Armored MMA, this has been fun. This has been fun, and we're only halfway through, people. We're only halfway through. We got a whole nother set of fights to watch. We've got the pros coming up next. How about that? Yeah, that's funny. I was just going to say, too, he was talking about tiring out his opponent, and then he was like, yeah, I was just trying to tire him out. It worked on me, obviously. And I was like, yeah, you're breathing pretty heavy. Getting a nice ovation from the crowd. Better judging than UFC? I mean, I think that it's probably across the board at this point. You'll analyze fights if there are fights. I have no choice. I appreciate that mantra, my man. And I will watch. I will watch. I will be there to watch fights. It is what I love to do. Yeah, this dude was power over speed, and it actually worked out for him. All throughout the show, the Knights wander the crowd getting hammered, explaining who they are, what they do, and how the whole thing works. That I fucking love. I love that. Shit, dude. What a great life that must be. You go out there, you fight in the cage, and then you just drink in the crowd and talk to people. Sounds like a pretty good life to me. All right. That is the end of video number 1. Take a little bit of a break here. We've only been on for an hour and a half. I guess I will take a break anyway, just to, since we do have this natural break in the stream. So yeah, let's do that right now. I'll take a quick break. I'll come back and then we can we'll start up with the pro fights. Chat for a little bit, since it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream, I think. So, talk your shit in the chat. Let me come back to something funny, and I will BRB. Right, and just like that, we are back. Oh, let the timer go off for this one for a second, since we are waiting to get started. Let me queue up the next video before we chat for a little bit. Did want to re-mention this one more time for anybody who is just tuning in. Thank you very much to everybody who has watched the most recent video. It does look like it's doing pretty decently in the algorithm. I'm probably getting a little bump off of Charlie's popularity there, so that's welcomed, of course. Shout out to Charlie. Thank you for being an OG YouTube legend. Moist Critical, of course. Yes, thank you very much for everybody who has hyped it, who has liked it, who has commented. All you guys have done really great with that. It is really helping on this one. If you have not watched it yet, you only have a week after the video is posted to use your hypes. So if you have not watched it, go ahead and give it a watch. Give it a like if you enjoy it. You can use your hype points on it too. That would be all, it can't hurt. So thank you very much for doing that, though. This one is doing really well as far as numbers go. So I really, really appreciate that. All right, so let's get back to it with the chat here. I'm glad to know the Knights get drunk. That's a huge bonus to Aura. I mean, bro, seriously. Honestly, if I was a drinking man still, this probably would be some shit I would do. Like, I got no real interest in night stuff. I mean, like, I think it's kind of cool, whatever. Like, a Ren Fair is sort of fun, I guess, every once in a while kind of thing. I can get down, but like, this is not like a world that I have much of like an actual legitimate interest in. But the idea of going out, having a basically what's tantamount to a play fight, essentially, in some armor, and then just get drunk and talk to people about fucking this. There's definitely worse shit to do out there, you know? There are people in this world dropping bombs on our friends. I think that we can all appreciate some nights getting drunk and talking shit to an audience. You know? Sorry to shift the mood a little bit, but good Lord, I am so eternally happy that our friend Rwand is safe, knowing that his town nearly took actual legitimate weapons of war, and it could have been very, very bad. So anyway, just had to say that once again. I am so immensely grateful to the universe that Rwand is safe, but think of all the people who are not right now. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'll drop my picture in the Discord. Wait, what did I miss something here? Hold on. I'll drop my picture from there in the Discord. Got you. Okay, hell yeah, Bleeding Edge. Thanks. Yeah, I'll check that out. That's awesome. Thinker debated not taking a goon break, but the urge was too strong. How could you deny yourself? I mean, like, you know, I know that there are these guys out there who like think that there's some kind of virtue in not going for the goon break, but bro, I'm not that guy. I am not that guy. Plus, apparently scientifically, it's not a good thing to do, by the way. So anytime I get the opportunity, especially when I'm on stream, I got to take it. Meat Rocket is here. What up, Meat Rocket? Let's talk mad shit about him while he's gone. Bring it on, brother. Trust I have. There's nothing that you can say that I haven't already heard or heard worse. They also just dropped another round of new fights on their YouTube that's an hour long. Oh, really? On here for this? Is it from the same event? Because if it's from this event, then we'll do it. But if it's from a different event, we'll have to do it another time. Let's force him to do a triple rewatch. Brother, I have Bloodsport to edit. You guys are really making it hard for me to get this Bloodsport edit done. Good Lord. I just hit the quarter mark last night. So I am 1/4 of the way through the Bloodsport edit. I have two. I was going to say 2/3. I have. Yeah, well, right. Technically? No, I've got, yeah, no, still. I have 3/4 of the edit still to do. And you guys are talking about triple watches here. Cheers to getting drunk. Brother, enjoy away. It says it's from the same event, and from my quick preview, it's all new fights. Really? All right, I will take a look. If it is from the same Nashville event. Oh, wait, hold on. The video that I went to is not the right one. I need to go back to there. Hold, please. Hold. Let me see here. All right, Armored MMA. No. The new ones are from the next one. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, wait, they are. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, March 15th. March 15th? No, this is November 15th. No. Yeah, this is the next event. It's just in the same city. We're doing. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. We're doing November 15th, 2025. So we just did the exhibitions. We're doing the pro fights now. The new upload is the exhibitions from the next one, which is March 15th. So for some reason, they uploaded November, which is more recent than March, but either way. Yeah, got you. Okay, Hydra, we're on the same page. All right, let me get the right one queued up here, which I do have queued up now, so we're good. We need our Yama fix thinker. Hey, CT, I appreciate so much that you feel that way. Trust that I want to, but like, you know, I'm only one man. I got to get this edit done. Next time that we do an MMA on film that I have to do, that I have to pull images for, I'm probably going to outsource it, because now that the channel is making a little bit of money, just a little bit, I can probably afford to do it. And, it would make it a lot easier for me. It really would. Like these edits just take so fucking long. I mean, like I do like doing it because I like to have control over everything I do on the channel, of course. And I like doing it also because like I get to select the shots and all of that, add my own little flair to it or whatever. And they're like, the one thing I would say is if I outsource the MMA on film edits, like there are some times where like I'll put the arrow in to point to something or whatever. Like I don't know how much I can count on an editor to know to do that kind of stuff. But either way, I think at some point I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just do it. So we'll see. Are the hypes helping the new vid? I heard you mention something about it when I came back. So this is what I'm thinking about the hypes. I think that the hypes are good because it gets it on the leaderboard, but I don't know if it's actually affecting the algorithm at all. Cause like, I remember when I uploaded that stream clip, the one that I was crashing out on Connor Ben. I remember when I uploaded that, like, everybody used the hypes. Like I got like a lot of hypes on that one, and thank you guys for that, of course. It got a lot of hypes, but like I didn't feel like it actually like made the algorithm like pick it up more. Kind of same with the Yama episode. So I don't know if the hypes actually help in the algorithm all that much. But again, they can't hurt. They can never hurt. Any way that you show support for the channel is always going to be a help. So I appreciate you guys using them, and it certainly is not doing any harm. I always appreciate how you edit the videos. The wait time is worth it. Appreciate you, Hydra. Thank you, bro. Always can watch at least twice, once listening, driving, another watching to catch the visual bits and captions. That is a goated commitment right there, brother. Thank you very much for doing that. That helps out tremendously. And actually, one thing I will say, when it comes to MMA on film specifically, one of the things I think is going to be very helpful for the channel when it comes to MMA on film is the rewatchability of them. Because at random, I said this in the Discord, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but at random, for some reason, and I don't know why, the Bruised review just got like a bunch of new views. Like Bruised, we did the Bruised review like 6 months ago, something like that, I want to say. And like all of a sudden it's been getting like as far as MMA on film goes, it's been getting a lot of like new views. So, there's definitely legs on those, and I love it for that, because one of the things that's a double-edged sword about covering martial arts in general, or mixed martial arts, is the current news is like it moves very fast. So like, if the way that we cover it, talking about like current events, like once that's over, like it's very rare that you get like rewatches of any of the VODs on the live streams. You know what I mean? Like I'm on stream, 5 days a week or whatever it is, and like those VODs just sit there after they're done. So like the video content that comes out when it comes to like MMA on film, and hopefully Yama to a lesser extent. I mean, I would love it to be more of an extent, but it is what it is. It's still current events, even if it is entertainment based. But like things like that actually have like replay value and like are a little bit more evergreen. So it helps the channel a lot. So definitely make sure you're supporting that stuff, and make sure that you are here for our review of the film Beast that is coming out, because myself and Chase are definitely doing that, and I will put that out as a video as well after the fact. The view count on the Yama White House vid is #1 bullshit, brother. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you saying that, and it hurts my heart. It really hurts my heart. And that I was thinking about this the other day, and I really want to make it very, very clear. Anytime that I am ever complaining about views and all that stuff, I am not complaining about you guys. You guys are amazing, and you guys help all of what I'm doing so much. So anytime that I'm like saying, oh, it's bullshit that this is like that or whatever, that, because I remember that rant I was going on about, like, there's literal videos of horses shitting that have more views than this video. Like, that is never directed at you guys. All of you guys do the most right now, and it's so awesome. More of what I'm saying when I say that kind of stuff is I don't understand why it's not getting out in the algorithm more, and like more people are not recognizing that. That's what's confusing to me, because I'm definitely not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who makes comedy videos. Hopefully some of them are actually funny. But what I will say is, being as chronically on YouTube as I am, I grew up on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like YouTube came out when I was like in early high school, I want to say, something like that. I've been on YouTube for the majority of my adult life, or actually almost legitimately my entire adult life. I know what quality content looks like. I know what my version of quality content looks like for my level where I am at. I'm not a super highly stylized channel. I don't do a lot of fancy editing. I don't use a lot of of clips and things like that. I know what I do and what the value of my version of content is. That's why I don't understand why the views aren't better. Because I know that I'm not going to compete with Mixed Martial Academic. You know what I mean? Mixed Martial Academic and me are not competition to each other. The stuff that Mixed Martial Academic does, shout out to him. Mixed Molly Whoppery. That's another one. My king Mixed Molly Whoppery, who I wish would come back. I don't know where he went, but channels like that are documentary based, that use a lot of clips. They're edited, they're voiceover only primarily, that kind of stuff. I'm not competition to that. But what I do is its own thing, and I don't understand why that is not being better received. So again, I say all of that to say, never ever think that I am criticizing or asking more of you guys than what you do. Because whatever you choose to do is perfect. It is absolutely perfect. So I just had to say that because I was listening. I was thinking back about that at one point, and I was I really just hope that no one thought that I was being ungrateful for the chat. Because I mean, dude, come on. That's the amount of times I say how much I appreciate you guys. I hope that you know that that's actually true, and I never want to give the impression that that's not. My regular and my secret account both dedicate all our hypes to Yama. Bro, praise be, brother. Praise hands up to you, my man. Thank you. Yama vids are the only old card MMA stuff I watch. Anything else doesn't matter once the fights happen. Yama vids go hard no matter how long ago they've been posted. Bro, see, that's what I was hoping would be what people would understand about that, Because, that's the thing, is that it's not about, I mean, it is about the current events, but the comedy is evergreen. The only thing I could say about it is that you have to know MMA to get the jokes. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that's a double-edged sword, because as much as I try to make them somewhat entertaining to as many people as I can, as broad as possible, there are jokes that if you don't know MMA culture, you're never going to get, So that's the only thing I could think that's working against me, that it's geared towards the hardcores. But there's got to be enough hardcores out there and enough casuals too that would at least find the value in it, I'm curious if you waited and dropped your vids at 12 p.m. instead of late night, if it would change anything, more people awake to interact in the first hour. I think that the algorithm has changed so that it's feeding videos differently, so it doesn't really matter as much about when you're posting anymore. But I have been playing around with that. If you noticed, I had finished the Moist Critical video the night before, and I waited to post it the next morning. So I posted it at 10 a.m. that next day. It was a weekday. Apparently, the best time to post on YouTube is afternoon on Sundays. So dude, I'm so deep into this shit. I know all of the, at least the conversation surrounding it. I don't really think that it matters all that much, but I would certainly be open to trying it. I'll try anything at this point. Because to me, what I would really love, my ideal version of what Yama should be, going forward, is, I would love it if the sub count went up, the views on the videos goes up, and then the chat for the live stream maybe gets a little bit bigger, but not so big that it's, crazy so that the regulars can't, enjoy it. That's what I would like. I would like maybe if we've got, 10 or 12 people in the chat normally right now, I'd like that to be, 30. And then 30 would be fine. I'd be completely happy with 30. I think that that's still manageable for me to be able to read and interact with you guys. And then if the vid counts go up and the better CPM comes from that, perfectly happy with that. I would be so pleased with that. I just want the videos to be in the multiple thousands of views, and for the just to grow a little bit bigger, the sub count to go up, just the watch hours, that kind of stuff. Because that would be a little bit of money in my pocket and a good experience still for you guys. YouTube pushed out. YouTube pushing slop out nowadays. I can barely find new channels to watch because of how bad the algorithm is. A lot of people hate the current algorithm, bro. A lot of people hate it. What I would recommend is if you really want to find new stuff, like the things that you know for sure that you do like, and keep an eye out for it on your main page, because that's basically what the change has been. Is that YouTube is they take your interests, like the profile that they have of you, and they try to feed you all of that information on the main page to keep you from having to click around the website and potentially leave the website if you don't find what you're looking for. So they're trying to push all of your interests on the main page. So if you don't see something that you like up at the top of the main page, keep scrolling down. That would be what I would recommend. We need to start pulling those weird whales. Lolcows pull. We need to start pulling those weird whales lolcows pull who will send hundreds for no reason. Well, I mean, we should just get people who are sending hundreds because they like the stuff. That's what I would like. I mean, you know. Well, I don't know. Whatever, man. I'm fine with all that part of everything. You've been hitting like and not interested on so many things. It won't get it. Damn. Fix your platform, YouTube. Hey, Mr. YouTube. Fix your website. All right. Let's get started with Nashville, Tennessee, November 15th, 2025. The pro fights of Armored MMA here. Get this thing started. Make sure that you are queued up to 000. This is, of course, the pro fights. If you are just joining, the link to what we are watching is in the description of this live stream. You will click the second link that is labeled pro fights. That is the video that we are watching currently right now. So let's get this thing started. Headphones are going on my head, and we will commence the watch along of the pro fights in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Legit, I made my second account to try and reset my algorithm, and it still barely recommends me new people who don't just spit out a ChatGPT script. It's the nature of the beast when it comes to being rewarding of that behavior. You know what I'm saying? If there are people out there who are consuming that bullshit and not making a stink about it, that's why when I in the Charlie video, oh hell yeah, we got winged A over here, winged armor, brother. This dude coming out, winged C sees this and just says hell yeah. a winged hussar. Can he wear the wings in the fight? I can't lie. That is pretty badass. I'm not disliking this. Yeah, whatever. I'll save my rant about AI. But what I was going to say, I'll say at least this. What I was going to say is that when Dana White got that question about the AI and he said, shut up and watch the fights, that should be the rallying cry to every person out here in this world, not MMA and otherwise, to rally and rail against AI art of any type. Because if that flies, that mentality of like, yeah, AI is here, fuck you, we're just going to use it, then that's going to be the downfall of art, I would say. Because it's always going to be cheaper, and you're just going to get shit, and you're just supposed to deal with the shit. Like, you will eat shit and like it, is what they want you to believe. Do not let them do that. Can't lose with that fit, I agree. Winged Hussars have the aura Winged C wished he had. I'm telling you, man. John Bibby! Bibby! Our dude's name is John Bibby! Shout out to Lil Bibby. Damn, that's old school right there, Lil Bibby. Those wings were worn by Poland's most elite armored cavalry unit. They were so feared enemies would run seeing the wings. Wow. Damn, you guys know a whole hell of a lot about, like, war shit. Winged Hussars were undefeated for 200 years? Wow. Wing C's cousin. I'm telling you, bro. Wing C sees that, and he does the Leo from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Pointing at the screen. I had a 2-century undefeated streak. A 2-century undefeated streak is nuts. True. Hussars were defeated after 200 years, apparently. All right. These are the pro fights, people. I want to see some fucking action. I want to see some legitimate action over here. Show me why you are a professional. These are the pro fights, baby. That's right. Crowd goes crazy. All right. Start fight. They have touched tips. All right. Low strikes working for both sides. Oh, hey, Bibby with the punch, with the shield hand. Yeah, they're definitely swinging with the swords. Head-to-head combat over here. Oh, and these are 2-minute rounds. Nice. Wing got another fight. Well, another head kick incoming, apparently. I'm telling you, man. Oh, down goes Edgardo. Bibby! Bibby! For the win, Bibby! What's the sync point? 4 minutes and 36 seconds. It's up here on the screen in the corner. Yeah, we're at the first fight. About to be, we're at 102. They just stood them up of the first fight. The Hussars got messed up by the Swedes in 170. 170 AD. Oh, 1702. That's a lot different. John Dong, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Blue belt John? Or brown belt? Right, brown belt. My bad, bro. Blue belt, please. Shut up. Blue belt. Don't disrespect the homie like that. Out here nearing black belt status. What up, John? Good, brother. Yeah, no, doing good, man. Doing real good. Doing real good. Happy to be here as always. Letting the cares of the world melt away as we watch some good, clean, armored fun. Exactly. How dare I call you a blue belt? I know, bro. That was so disrespectful. I apologize. Don't come over here and put me in your guard. All right. Round one. I'm going Bibby in round one here. Still crazy you got your brown belt. I know, right? How awesome. What an absolute legend. When you get your black belt, brother, we got to celebrate somehow. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got to do it. Also, of course, I have not mentioned it on stream, so it is absolutely vital that I mention yamashow.com for all of your merchandise needs, and thank you so much to everybody who has purchased merchandise. Posting all of the pictures of everybody in their merch has been very rewarding for me. I feel so amazingly blessed to see you guys doing your thing. Free Yama shirt when you get your black belt? Yeah. Oh, we can definitely do that. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. Yama shirt of your choice, John Dong. Yama shirt or last week's fight shirt, depending on what you want. But you get your black belt, Yama shirt incoming for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Teutonic Order fit is good in the clinch with the knee and uppercut. Oh, this dude, Eduardo. Are the weapons real? I mean, the weapons are real, but their blades are dulled, I believe. The merch is great. Genuinely pick up a shirt if you haven't, guys. Aw, CT, you're the man, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for posting your picture. Thank you for letting me use it. And most especially, thank you for purchasing your merchandise. I'm so glad. Wear it with pride. Tell all your friends. They're going to be like, what the hell is that? And you tell them exactly what it is. You say, bitch, this is Yama. You need to know. How do you not know? I mean, honestly, at this point, if you don't know Yama, I don't even know if I can fuck with you. There are people in my real life, and that's a legitimate metric that I use to grate whether I like them or not. Hey, the crying stoic. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Blood Palm. Touch your blood to mine. We are now inextricably linked, my friend. Thank you very much for subscribing. But yeah, that is a legitimate metric that I use in my real life. If you don't know about Yama, then there's a good chance that we are not actually friends. Sure, I might be pleasant to you, you know? We might have a business relationship. We might have a personal relationship. But if you don't know about Yama, I mean, there's a very good chance that I don't really consider you very close. You don't have to give me anything. Bro, if you get a black belt, bro, you're getting something. We're doing something for you, bro. Already getting free entertainment from the stream? Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you always being here, John Dong. You're the man. Like I said, I was recently thinking about how much I appreciate all of the thoughtful questions you ask and the valued conversation that you bring to the chat. I like that griffin that's on the one dude's back. I do like that. I like the imagery. I like the art, you know, like the griffins and those like lions and stuff of like the coat of armor. Because I have a very, very small amount of Irish heritage, and our crest is like griffins, I think, and they're very cool. Yamatuk holds up remarkably well to Canadian temperatures. Going into spring, it's quickly becoming a morning and night only hat. Hell yeah, bro. Dude, I appreciate it. I'm glad. Yeah, honestly, dude, I'm telling you, like, when I saw the quality of the merch, like, you know, like I said, I would not sell you guys bullshit. That would be against my values. So, like, when I saw it and I felt it, I was like, this is legitimately something. If I went to a store and saw this with something that I liked on it, I would buy it, and it would be of legitimate value. Dulled real metal weapons. There you go, Jeremy. That's what it is. Wearing the shirt right now? Let's go! Let's go! Well, if you're wearing the shirt, come on, man. Oh, also, I wanted to say, for anybody who had any interest in the dad hat, I know that I had said that the print got fucked up a little bit. If you saw in the video in the Discord, I posted a Vitz King. He's wearing the updated version of the dad hat, and the print is much better now. So if you do have any interest in the dad hat, Yama, the Yama dad hat, I should say, the new prints of them everything's been fixed. Just wanted to put that out there. But if you're wearing the shirt, brother, come on, man. What am I doing over here? I'm Chase Parton maxing with my hoodie or my beanie and headphones combo. They are dull, and you're only allowed to slash, not thrust with the point. Yes, that is something that I read in the rule set. Yeah, you're not allowed to actually stab with it. Stabbing motions are a penalty. Hey, Mario Bautista stand number 3. What's up, bro? What is up? Good to see you checking in over on Twitch. Moicano via Rolling Thunder. Let's get it. I love that very wrong take. I love that incredibly off-base take. Shield to the liver, shovel hook. Damn, yeah, dude. We're getting some action in this one. That's why these guys are the pros. Armor MMA making LARPers cool. Brother Jeremy, we have seen many, many women involved at this promotion. Some of which moderately bad, I would say. Moderately bad. Got to keep it in perspective. Moderately bad. But still, bad nonetheless. So, as I said, armor is just a P magnet, bro. What are you going to do? Oh, don't go to the wide shot that shows that there are no people in the upper decks. All right, round 3. Let's see if John Bibby can take this thing home. Our winged hussar. Stitch quality on the toque is immaculate, better than my Carhartt toque. Yo, bro, I love it. Love to hear it. And yeah, I mean, like, really, I'm telling you, dude, I legitimately, I'm glad that it is of this quality, because when it, for the 3 days it gets cold in Florida, I will be wearing this for sure. I have been wanting to get myself a hoodie knowing full well that I'm never going to wear it. That's how much I like it. I'm so glad to see everybody getting the hoodies, because they are so fucking awesome. Really, I'm waiting to see somebody get the zip up though. I know the zip up is a little bit pricey, but bro, you want to talk about quality? I got my mom one of those for her birthday, and it's she legitimately told me, she was like, I can throw away my other zip up. I don't need it anymore. All right, action resumes. Yo, John Bibby is my new favorite armored fighter over here. You're a true LARPer? Are you being serious, Mario Bautista? Stan? What can I just call you, Stan? Do you actually do LARPing? One of my, well, I don't say it's one of my favorite movies, but a movie that I like a lot that's from one of my favorite directors of all time, the director who directed my favorite movie of all time, David Wayne, he did a movie called Role Models, and that has LARPing involved in the storyline. So, shout out to that, I guess. Also, the dude who played McLovin is in that movie. Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Would you date an Armor MMA fighter? If she was bad, yeah, hell yeah, I would. You kidding me? If she was a baddie, who enjoyed cooking and took care of your man, I would be cage side for every one of her armored fights. Oh, Bibby with the takedown almost, but why did the action get stopped there? Oh, because the helmet came off. Okay. You love that they just tape it back on? Fuck yeah. NASCAR style fix. I mean, bro, if it's like that, it's like that. Role Models is a great movie. I love that movie. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you liked Role Models and have not seen Wet Hot American Summer, I recommend no movie higher than Wet Hot American Summer. It is my absolute favorite film. It is the funniest movie ever made. See, Ronnie, his dick is the gun. Winged Hussar seems to have better shield placement while they're exchanging swords. No, I'm saying, yeah, that's John Bibby, and he's been crushing this fight. Nice block of the shield with Eduardo there, though. Yeah, Bibby is using his shield effectively as well, like with the striking. Quality refereeing? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. So if we really want to be real about this, Armored MMA is getting pretty high marks as far as the production value and the oversight goes. Like all of the secondary elements, they're doing really well. Like I am appreciating the quality of the camera work. I'm appreciating the quality of the refereeing. The judging has been fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with Armored MMA right now. He got in there quick and prevented the Hussar from landing the shot he was looking for. Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. True. Good reffing. He's been on point for an hour now, much better than the UFC's refs can do. I mean, granted, he's dealing with a lot less than referees in the UFC deal with, though. Let's not, we all have our criticisms, but let's be kind to those people. They do hard work. Did you ever see that Knoxville movie about the crazy water park? Adventureland. I know of it, but I have not seen it. Wait, oh no, that's not Adventureland. Adventureland's the one with Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg. That's Action Park, I believe, is the name of that one. I know the Action Park story, but I have not seen that movie. I would definitely watch it though. Edgardo won what? Robbery! Our first legitimate robbery! John Bibby got robbed! Everybody see, even the commentary saying it, Bibby gets robbed. Even Armored MMA cannot be safe from fuckery from the commission. Commission fuckery. What a robbery. John Bibby. Justice for John Bibby. Hopefully this interviewer guy is going to say something about this. This is crazy though. This dude came all the way to Nashville from Mexico City, Mexico to do this. Now, that's dedication to LARPing. Husar was swinging in with the shield off that takedown when his helmet came off. That could have been bad. True. Yeah, that's wild, dude. I'm back. What have I missed about off of work? Oh, the fights are entertaining. Sure. Yeah, this is, as long as you take it as somewhat fluffy, yeah, there's definitely entertainment value here. But we did just see a robbery, though. Very good fights, but we saw our first robbery just now against a winged Husar. Exactly. Wing C's dad was in that fight. How much do you think these people get paid per match? You say 100K each? Oh, it's got to be, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, they're getting 100K each plus pay-per-view points, I would say. To be perfectly honest, I don't even know if they actually get paid, period. This is the kind of hobby that people probably do for free. You know what I mean? These people just love being in the armor, I would think. I want to check this out. You're a huge medieval fan. Are these guys mostly warriors or are there any paladins? I mean, that's a Hydra question. Definitely getting pay-per-view points? Gotta be, bro. Gotta be. If I was going to be an armored warrior out here, contract negotiations would be pretty strict. I'd be in that negotiating room I'm going to need to see something on the back end here, people. You want this caliber of armored warrior, you pay for it. Ain't shit free. That's how the game goes. You know who said that? Trina said that. No paladins, all warriors and fighters. Too much armor for even a barbarian class so far. There you go. Ask a question, get an answer. Oh. Oh, we got the small shield again. Buckler. Yes, we got the buckler. Damn, we're going buckler in the pro fights, bro. This guy is confident. I gotta believe that having the buckler is like a flex. Because basically what you're saying, when you got the buckler, you're saying, I'm not even worried about you touching me. I'm not even worried about taking your worst. I don't need a big shield. Hit me with your best shot. All I need is this little small shield. I wear the buckler so that I can buckle your knees. I got all the promos here, people. Come on, I'm too good. I like to see a medium armor showdown or even light cloth mage attire. We were talking about that earlier, Chase. Talking about the what the ideal weight for armor would be in something like this. And considering that it's dulled, the blades are dulled, I would be going in as lightweight as possible. Oh, and ask for cloth. This guy's wearing straight up cloth, it seems like. Actual history analysis is that it looks like everyone has 13th or 14th style plate limb armor on with custom helmets that range 800 to 14th century. All right, well, there's your answer. I don't know what the question was, but that's a good answer. This guy's shiny. The cloth is called a tabard, worn over the armor of the torso. Okay. Oh, okay. So these guys have armor underneath their tabard. I mean, it doesn't look like much. If there's armor under that, it's not very thick. Oh, the king. You like King's armor? You wish he didn't wear a tabard. True. Plate over brigandine. Yeah, I'm learning all kinds of new and interesting things here. I just can't get over how many cage side baddies we have seen at this event. Now, baddie, of course, is a relative term based on the audience and enjoyers of this product. But if you're on the baddie spectrum, that's what's causing the amazement. Oh, yeah, these guys are throwing. Ooh, yo, King with the counter shots. Oof. Yo. I mean, these guys look like they're going at it to me. Ooh. Oh, yeah, King trying to go for the trip. Doesn't get it, though. Nice defense. They're definitely getting big money. It's in the South. How can you think they're doing it for free? Bro, I'm telling you, these people in the South, they would do it for free. They love it that much. The same way that people like spend all of this money on Disney shit. They just have they love the idea so much that they're just willing to they are the ones paying for it. Oh yeah, they can choose. Yeah, they can choose their own weapons. We have not seen any two-handed weapons yet, though. I think it was CTE earlier in the stream said all of the weapons you can use. You can use the sword. You can use a mace. You can use the two-handed axe. So there's a couple of different versions of it. Yeah, the pole arm too. Yeah. Both these guys look like they have bar boot helmets on. It's the South. We're talking about intelligent people. I'll have you know I live in the South, sir. I don't take kindly to what you're saying right now. Ladies love... Oh, yeah, the ladies had two-handed swords. Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Fair enough. Dual wielding? No dual wielding. No dual wielding. You do have to have a shield hand. Bibby is in it for the love of the game. His son is a fighter as well. Shout out to John Bibby, bro. Bibby who just got robbed. Dual shield. Now that's an interesting one. We have not seen it. I don't know if that would be acceptable. I don't know how it could be a fair fight if one guy has a sword and you have two shields, though. All right, 30 seconds left in round one. No dual anything. Okay, there you go. Yes, you're not allowed to poke. Also, yes, that is definitely true. Stabbing is a point deduction. Oof, nice inside shot for King. Well, check hook landed. Yep, overhand slashing only or sidearm. Also, by the way, I just realized that like all of this discussion that's happening in the chat about all of this medieval weaponry and history, this is like what women would say. Like when women are trying to parody men's conversations, this is what they do. Like this is what they would do. This is what they would make it look like. All men do is get together and talk about swords and shit. Yes, you could definitely use a mace. Mace is my weapon of choice. I need to see a mace in action. Poking could lose an eye, true. Yeah, most definitely. They have dimension specifics for every weapon, but I'd love to see a Wallachian Killage. Hammer. Damn, that would be gangster to use a hammer. Come in there like Thor with Mjolnir. Big ass curved longsword. All right. Wallachian Killige. I like the name. Nah, I don't think so either, Chase. It's a kind of a limited number of applicable weaponry, to be completely honest. It's only like 4 things that you're allowed to use. All right, round number 2 coming up of the Pro Series here. Ooh, damn, low kick, stumbled king. Our dude in black over here is, oh, nice takedown. That's a legitimately nice takedown. Trying to pin the arm too. Bro knows what to do. He's got the knee on the chest. Bro, this dude's crushing right now. King's in trouble. All right. They stand it up. 10-second rule. I've been to Tennessee before with big group of Russians. I enjoyed it. Very nice place, like Smoky Mountains area. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. That's God's country out there. Yeah. Beautiful place. Very scenic. Very picturesque. Nice people, from what I understand. I've never been there myself, but I have had friends who have lived there before. In fact, if you ever see the homie Jono in the Discord, he is somewhere out near, I think, Chattanooga, I believe is where he ended up. That's also in Tennessee. Yo, bro's getting leg strikes. Yellow Knight looking really good. I know, I'm saying, man. He had a bad first round, but he's having a real second wind here. All right, looks like they're both getting a little tired. It's only round 2. Ooh, trading low kicks. They don't specify what the halberd is, but I'm assuming they mean a glaive or halberd. Oh, geez. He just straight up soccer kicked him. There's the knees. Knees to downed opponent, completely legal in AMMA. We tented a big house in the mountains in Tennessee. Very nice place. I would live there. You tented it as in like tented it for termites? All blades dulled. Do you think? We know so. Yeah. All the blades are definitely dulled. I also appreciate that Steak is so entrenched in the sponsorship game that they are sponsoring this event. I wonder how much a Steak sponsorship goes for when it comes to Armored MMA. Yeah, it was a nice round for the dude in black. Also, the weapon you must be based, or the weapon you use must be based on a real historical weapon and match the time period of your armor. Really? All right. Well, A for accuracy there. A for realism. That's pretty interesting that they would do that. You cannot mix eras. Betting on this would go hard, but you should convert cash to gold coins instead of casino chips at the door and bet with those. True. You're betting shillings. You're betting doubloons. Different time periods each card. That'd be awesome too, but I don't think so. I mean, I think that's the mixed part of mixed martial arts here is that, they're mixing time periods. They also specifically mentioned falchions, so some degree of curved blade is allowed. Okay. Our dude in black has really taken over this fight. Imagine getting DQ'd because your chainmail, if from the wrong century. Yeah, right? The referee just goes up and inspects it like, sorry, brother. You said 15th century. That's 16th. Got to get out of here. Start throwing your armor down all pissed off and shit. Fuck this. Fuck you, ref. This is authentic to the 16th century. Know your history, bitch. Dumb bitch. I start really fucking getting angry about it. Oh, there you go. King gets the takedown. Oh, they're saying that, it was the dude in black who did the takedown. They're saying it was a DDT. This is clearly riveted, not butted. Get him out of here immediately. You believe the nerve of this guy? I'm telling you, they need to have an inspection zone, and that's what they do. Instead of like putting the Vaseline on the face and stuff, they need to be checking the armor to make sure that it's period specific. Hydra is cool. Hydra's the best. 10-7, also the best. Shout out to 10-7. Yeah, make sure everybody, all you guys in the chat, make sure that you're subscribed to 10-7. All right. Oh, stop and fight here. Yeah, what happened there exactly? Takedowns are allowed, but they stop them a lot of times when they're going for like the inside trip. They like go into the whizzer and then like end up going for a takedown off of that and get stopped for some reason. I don't know if that was good reffing either. Unfortunately, only podcasters in Ohio think my chainmail knowledge is cool, not baddies. This is why, bro, I was just saying that before you, I thought that was Chase that was saying that, my bad. But that's what I was saying earlier, is like, you got to go and do it. This is what I'm saying. Like, you got to go amongst the people to do it. That's where the value lies for women. They have to see you doing it. If you're just out there in your armor, in your room, you know, shout out to Chase, pardon his bad takes. What? Who said that? Kidding. Chase has very good takes. But yeah, you know, it's like the performative nature of it is what I'm talking about. You got to go and be amongst the people. That's where the baddies lie. You're sold on Armor MMA? I mean, you know, I certainly don't think I would be watching it consistently, but it's definitely fun for a watch along. It's definitely fun for if we don't have anything else on and we want to do a watch along, you know? The real wenches would appreciate your male knowledge. Bro, 10-7 speaking absolute facts right now. That's the problem, bro. You're not looking for women at the Ren Fair. Next time that there is a Ren Fair in your province, you know what to do. And don't get it twisted, though. And on the real, baddies go to the Ren Fair. This is a real thing. This is a legitimately real thing. I've got a friend. Actually, I've talked about this couple before because this is the couple that I officiated their wedding. That couple that I officiated the wedding, they go to the Ren Fair all the time. And they're a young couple. They might have actually met at the Ren Fair before they actually met up and got married. You know, it's one of those kinds of situations because they go to the Ren Fair so regularly And they're actually, even though they didn't meet in their home city, they are actually from the same city. So there is a not 0% chance that they might have crossed paths at the Ren Fair. So I say that to say, you might meet your future wife at the Ren Fair. Plenty of harpies out there to ruin a good chainmail convo. Damn. Chase with the sad facts on that one. That's a sad but true right there. You've been to quite a few Ren Fairs? Well, then bring up your chainmail knowledge there and get yourself a lady, bro. This is not rocket science. This is medieval science. Lady in the streets. Let's go, 10-7. Lady in the streets, milady in the sheets. That's fucking great, dude. Oh, man, good one. I love anal. What up? Good to see you again. I love anal. How you doing? Nice to see you again. With the greatest name, right up there with Yuri Tarded of the Baltic Tarded clan. Do you know what they're streaming this week other than UFC yet? Oh, apparently they're doing UFC BJJ tonight, but we ain't doing that shit. That's how little I care about that. We're watching Armored MMA over a legitimate UFC product. But Meat Rocket, if you want to know what else is coming up, go to Gerbaka. Here, I'll throw the link here in the chat for you. There you go, brother. Go to Gerbaka. This is the greatest resource of them all. That or Tapology, but I like Gerbaka. Go to Gerbaka, you see all the stuff that you see all the combat sports that are coming up. I love what? I love many things. I know what you're doing there with your name. We got it. We definitely got it. I love it. I love those. As I have always said, there was a dude whose name was Ice Wallow Cum. Say it fast, all at once. You'll know exactly what it means. And he got me with it 100%. And I was like, that's really funny. So I love it. I love those. Anybody thinks that it's like a gotcha. It's fun for me. So I'm okay with getting got that way. Everyone goes to Renfest down here. It's like Burning Man for normies. I mean, it really is. That's actually a very, very like astute observation, Bleeding Edge. Renfest really is like Burning Man for normies. Nowhere near as good quality of drugs, I would suspect. Doom walkout music goes hard. Hell yeah. Whatever this is, this guy's music is actually pretty good too. Oh, it's like dubstep. Oh, look at him swagging out. Let's go. He's got a legitimate cod piece. Bro, looking like David Bowie in Labyrinth right now. Dubstep going hard. I love dubstep. The baddies be at Oktoberfest, no, not whatever y'all saying. I mean, two things can be true at once, my dude. There probably are baddies at the Oktoberfest. Go get your drink on. See if you can keep up with them. Go get yourself a Fraulein. At the Epcot Center, which I reference often because of our international friends, there is a Germany pavilion there. And they have what is called Oktoberfest there as well. It's actually the restaurant there is called the Oktoberfest. And, oh no, actually I think it's called the Beer Garden. But either way, I have spent many an evening in the Beer Garden partaking in fine German-inspired food. Quite enjoy that restaurant at the Epcot Center. Mexican guy got a bunny riding a snail on his shield. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. You've never been to either? Chase part and step up your game, bro. spending all your money on Topps cards when you could be spending it on admission to meet your future wife. I don't want to hear any complaining about lack of pee in your life from anybody. I was asking, what are you streaming this? Oh, what am I streaming this week? Like, oh, okay. Probably not much else, Meat Rocket. I'm working on the Bloodsport edit. In fact, this stream right now is eating into my time for the Bloodsport edit. So probably nothing else this week, but the week after, which is also called next week, we have a week from today, actually, is when I will be seeing Beast. And then the day after, on the 10th, is when myself and Chase Parton will be doing our review of the movie Beast. So hopefully I will be able to have Bloodsport out sometime next week. And then right after that, we will be doing our review of the new film sponsored by One Championship called Beast. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more watch-alongs in this week. We'll definitely be here for UFC on Saturday, obviously. Blue Knight has bunnies all over him too. Bunny versus bunny. Yeah, see, they're commenting on commentary about how cool the artwork is. You know baddies who go to Ren, but they're like, they're nuts crazy? Bro, they're women. Of course they are. If you're trying to find a not crazy woman, good luck, bro. Good luck. Sponsored or in production with what? With steak? Oh, you mean the One Championship movie? Yeah, I mean, sponsored might not be the right word, but yeah, they're part of the production. See, yet another baddie in the corner right there. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about Armored MMA that brings out the baddies. But yes, Chase, you are correct. Yes, it is a One Championship co-production. That is a better way to say it. You're not wrong. That's why I can't contain myself. Bro, all you have to do is like learn a couple limericks or learn how to juggle, and you just clean up at the Ren Fair. I'm not even kidding. I am not even joking, bro. If you can figure out how to juggle, you would absolutely get laid at the Ren Fair. Chicks, when they go to the Ren Fair, like to be sexy because they dress up like fucking fairies and shit. Chase Parton will be streaming Zuffa Boxing on Sunday. Say it out loud. Will it into existence. Did you miss out on T Armor and MMA part? True. I guess so. But I mean, look at that corner. That is the legit moderate baddie right there. You know, let's not get it super blown out of proportion here. We're not talking about supermodels, but like, as far as what I go for, that is legitimately it. Arm tattoo, wide hips. I mean, this is like every girl I've ever hit on. If you're going to a Ren Fair as a man, you have a duty to be slutty. I mean, bro, like, it's the best place for it. You know, make sure that you're doing everything as a gentleman, but go out there and be flirtatious. I don't think these guys have coaches. Armor pulls P easy, so they're de facto corner person. I know, right? We've seen so many baddies coming in to attend to these guys between fights. It's amazing. And women. And women. We saw the one women's fight. Also had women attending to the women. Granted, I think that both of those women appreciated the company of women. So, makes sense. Me as a slutty little Smeagol? Oh my God. But Be careful what you say out loud, Chase. That might be somebody's fetish. Oh, wood chips flying off. Yeah, see, look, little baddie attending to the armor right now. You should smokes with me. Any chance I get to show off my rib tattoos? There you go, bro. There you go. You wear one of those tunics that has the little like straps on the side, and you just leave them bitches open. You leave them bitches open, the actual bitches get open, if you catch my drift. Thank you, Hydra. Ooh. Purple with a nice punch to the face. Shield hand lands. Bro, the shield hand is money for our dude with the purple and red. This is actually, these guys are going for it. Ooh. You're just a troll with a riddle who lives under the drawbridge? There's someone for everyone, brother. Trolls need love. Trolls need love too. Just ask Rick Allen. Oh. Yeah, see, they stop action if they drop their weapons. 30 seconds. Go balls to the wall. Somebody point to the ground. That's what I really want to see. I want to see somebody point to the ground and they just both drop their swords and their shields. Trolls deserve love too, but goblins don't deserve money, happiness, or new toys. Okay. What about the Goblin King, Jareth, from Labyrinth, a.k.a. the GOAT David Bowie? Yeah, this has actually been one of the better fights we've had today. Oh, he broke his shield. Wow. Labyrinth is a cool-ass word and a cool-ass concept. All very true. Labyrinth is a fantastic film made by God himself, Jim Henson. Goblin is a Cyrax reference. Oh, okay, got you. His one troll made a list of things goblins can't have, like happiness, money, or new toys. Okay, got you. I am not as knowledgeable about Cyrax lore, but I do know who he is. That's your girlfriend's favorite movie? Women love Labyrinth, bro. This is another thing. If you are looking for ways to get in tight with the ladies, playing the video game Sims is one. Labyrinth is another. Dresses that have pockets. And obviously Armored MMA, apparently. You're going to a Necro Goblin concert this weekend? That sounds like a hardcore band, bro. Necro Goblin. I like the name. You're super pumped for it? Cool, bro. Is it Cookie Monster black metal shit? I know you're into that stuff. Shout out to you for it. I'll add Labyrinth to the list of things I can tell girls I like but have never seen. You should see it. A, you should see it because it's a great movie. B, you should see it because you need to be aware of the imagery so that when you see it in their tattoos, you can reference it. God, Hydra, how many pointers do I have to give? If you see a girl with a Labyrinth tattoo, if you see the little caterpillar, or you see the door knockers, or you see Ludo, or you see Jareth the Goblin King, there's so many things from that movie that girls get tattoos of. You need to be aware of these things so that you can pick up on it and notice it when they have them. Damn, you got a Labyrinth tattoo? That's so awesome. Oh my God. I love that movie. Let's go watch it back at my place. Dating 101 with Thinker. I'm taking notes. I'm telling you. Take the old man knowledge that I have. At least somebody can use it. I'm on stream every day. I ain't got time for that shit. Free Pussy Riot? Fuck yeah, Free Pussy Riot. Are some of the members of Pussy Riot still locked up? I thought they all got out. Yo, takedown. But yeah, shout out to Pussy Riot. I am a fan. It's so funny to lie to girls. I'm just praying they call me out on it. All right. Well, I guess that's its own version of flirting, perhaps. It's super weird. Ska death metal? Ska death metal? What? Oh my God. Yo, please, Bleeding Edge, post a song in the Discord immediately. Oh. We had to break the action because a fighter's helmet choked him. Wow. That's unusual. Oh my God. Yo, bro, this little girl that is inside the cage right now is like legitimately a girl I would try to kick game to. I love the idea of ska death metal, though. Due to his helmet choking him out. I know, right? Well, you know, the announcer was trying to find a way to like say it succinctly and like announcerly, and he just had to abandon that. That was funny. He was like, all right, I just have to tell you like it is, people. It's not usual that happens. He choked him out. We just got to stop action. Like, all right, you know, I mean, makes sense. Right back to it, though. These guys are swanging, bro. Look at this combo. Look at our dude in blue laying the combo on. Purple trying to come back, but bro is crushing right now. All right. Did his sword break? Oh, no, he dropped his sword. I thought you had to break up the action if he dropped the sword. I don't know how this works, man. Thinker, a fan of the girls commanding the caboose, not the cab of the train. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, the fuck I am. Yeah, they were wilding out for real. It was dope. I don't understand what happened there. I guess maybe if both of them dropped the sword, they can keep going. These pro fights are levels above. I know, yeah, this has actually been pretty cool. Yeah, they're going for it. They're going for it in the pro league. I mean, I don't know how you score that fight. We've not seen a finish on this card, though. I want to see a legit finish. Actually, we did see one finish, right? Didn't we see one finish in the exhibition fights? I think it might have been the very first fight. I want to see a finish at the pro level. But yeah, bro is crushing, man. But yeah, dude had his dude still had his sword, and they were letting him swing. I don't get it. I don't know why sometimes you can drop the sword and get stoppages, and sometimes you have to, or you can just keep going, I guess. First fight, knees to head surrender. True. Yes, that's what it was. You are right. Yeah. Dude looks like John Moxley. He actually also looks a little bit like Mr. Rage Quit with hair. Ref can't stop the action if neither fighter stops swinging. Oh, okay. So if one of the fighters decides to stop swinging when he or the other person drops the sword, then that's when they can stop it. Hey, all right. Our dude Antonio won it. Shout out to Antonio with that amazing combo at the end there, beating up on this dude. If he looks like Jon Moxley, that is the biggest diss ever. What? Why? I mean, Jon Moxley, is he not an attractive guy, or why is that a diss? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know about him being like a hardcore guy or whatever, but like as far as outward looks go, Google Jon Moxley. I mean, I know what he looks like, brother. Let's see. Let me Google Jon Moxley real quick. Jon Moxley. Yeah. I mean, he looked like Jon Moxley with a little bit more hair. I don't know what you're getting at here. Jon Moxley just looks like a guy to me. I realized something pretty funny a few days ago. Hypothetically speaking, if the UFC gave Hamzat an immediate title shot when he joined the UFC in 2020, he would have beaten Izzy and been champ for so long. I mean, Izzy was still winning fights in 2020, though, brother. Hard to say, though, that Izzy would beat Hamzat. So, yeah, it's kind of a good point. But, I mean, Hamzat only recently has gotten his cardio up. So maybe 2020 Hamzat might not have been able to do it. Bunny Snail Knight for the dub. Fuck yeah, dude. I also appreciate seeing people of different ethnicities participating in the armored MMA here, you know? You would think that something of this type of activity might be, something that is more swayed towards the Caucasian persuasion. But we have seen an African-American fighter. We've seen this Hispanic fighter as well. We've seen multiple Hispanic fighters. So nice to see that it's, kind of a wider reach, wider swath of the world enjoying some armored MMA action. You think Hamzat would have smashed Izzy even in 2020? Vettori was able to take Izzy down and take his back. I'm all right, fair enough. You're making solid points. 2020 Hamzat was still trying to be a welterweight. That's actually a good point too. Yeah. That is true. So yeah, he wouldn't have even had the shot at Izzy until he made the move up. The Steel Bunny. What a nickname. Pro with the goated nickname. All right, I believe that this is the last fight of the evening, I think. Bro is scared of Nate Diaz. Ha! Wasn't Hamzat a middleweight in 2020 because he fought GM3? Might have been late 2020 where he finally moved up. Was that before or after the Kevin Holland fight? I don't remember. No, actually, I think that maybe Gerald Meerschaert might have been welterweight back then. That's a crazy thing to think about, but yeah. We all moved past snow bunnies. We all love steel bunnies now. I love it. You wonder how Hamzat would fare against Prime Glover at 205? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're asking the question, I would think that you have some faith in Glover at that fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that that Gerald Meerschaert might have been welterweight back then. This 32-year-old guy, Andrew Martinez, is fighting 40-year-old Thomas Pommier. Or Pommier. What about Hamzat versus Prime Jan? Oh, man. I mean, these are all hypotheticals that are hard to say. Jan would have size on him, but I think Hamzat would still have speed. I mean, Hamzat round 1 is really what, like, is the big wild card. So could Jan outlast the onslaught of Hamzat in round 1? I mean, I'm hard pressed to say yes to that. Wasn't Jan bogged down with a lot of injuries? I mean, Jan has had injury problems his entire career, yeah. Most definitely. Double shoulder surgery. Just recently. I mean, you know, not recently, but, you know, that was with the last spat of time off was because of that. So, yeah, Jan has been injury prone for sure. Hamzat's so inactive that crazy first round is a distant memory now. I mean, maybe, except he kind of did it against Strikas. Just because he had the same level of success against Strikas in round 5 doesn't mean that he wasn't that aggressive in round 1. Oh, there you go. Takedown. Jiu-Jitsu 101. This dude's talking about legitimate jiu-jitsu in relation to armored MMA. Bro's got mount right now. All right, they break. Maybe they should give UFC refs a big stick and break them up when they're on the ground too long. Maybe there are lessons to be learned from armored MMA. Hamzat did the same thing to Usman. We should have seen it coming. I mean, there you go. There you go. Did the same thing to Usman. And, yeah, I mean, legitimate. He had the intensity of round 1 and then hung off of Usman's back for all of round 3. He took him down in round 1, but it wasn't the mauling first round we normally see from Hamzat. Yeah, I don't really get why Hamzat decided he wanted to drag it out for 5 rounds, but that was the choice, apparently. I mean, I think what I would say is that, like, even if he didn't do it, if he could do what he did do, I think the option was always there. And you were not kidding about them taping on this armor. They are legit. This armor is being held up by hockey tape. I miss hockey tape. That's one thing about hockey that I do miss. I miss taping up my pads. Taping up the stick. Nice knee. Oh, another takedown. Let's go. This is what people in armored MMA do not have. Takedown defense. Tape should not be allowed. They must bind with vines. Yo. Yeah, how are you going to tell me that I have to be period accurate and I'm using tape made by 3M? If Bo beats Dawkins, they're definitely going to be doing Bo versus Izzy. But if Dawkins beats Bo, I wonder what they're going to do with Dawkins. Dawkins does not have any star power, so he might gain a little bit of it winning on a stage that big. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is the problem that Izzy is going to have now is that I don't know if either of those guys that you mentioned are at the caliber or stage of their career where it makes sense for them to fight Izzy. You know what I'm saying? Like Bo Nickel, maybe Bo. I don't know. Maybe it is kind of a cooked take right there. Because, yeah, you know, it needs to be someone who is still good enough to be of the caliber of fighting a former champion, but not so good that they're elite. So maybe you are kind of cooking with that one, John. Dawkins versus Kaio. Yeah, I mean, CT making a good point. Kaio is coming off of a win, but it is checkerboard, though, right? He's coming off of a win, but the fight before that he lost, so why would they do that? Because they would only do that if Kyle Dawkins gains tremendous amount of stock from the White House card. All right, let's see what round 2 has for us in this main event of the evening. Izzy just lost to a guy who was ranked 14 before that fight. Any ranked fighter is appropriate for Izzy at this point. There's no too low. No, I'm saying that what I'm saying is that Izzy should, at this point should probably be fighting unranked fighters. And I mean, I hate to say that. I take no joy in saying that. But I think that Izzy is getting to the point where they're probably going to be feeding him to up-and-coming contender series guys at some point. Maybe not yet. Like I said, I'll take that back. Like that right there. That might be a little bit much. But if Izzy does not win his next fight, then a dude who has 2 wins coming off the contender series, and then coming into the organization with, 2 wins inside the organization, that's going to be the level of opponent they're going to give him. All right. Round 2 is underway. I'm still upset we're not getting Evo versus Kutelaba as a featured prelim on International Fight Week or in Abu Dhabi. I mean, Kutelaba wants to fight not this weekend, but next weekend. Well, actually, I think he did say this weekend, right? Or did he say next weekend? The 4th? No, he said the 11th. Yeah. He wants the 11th. So even if it's not Evo, it might be somebody. Could be Evo. Who knows? Evo hasn't taken any damage. How crazy is that to think about? Evo has been in 2 fights in the UFC. Well, he did take some damage in the Aslan fight. They should do Izzy versus Ateba to pass the African middleweight crown on. That actually tracks right there. That actually legitimately tracks. He's not even booked in Evo is? They already booked Evo? Wait, what? Who did they book Evo against? That overhand plus hook of doom. Fuck yeah. Aslan dropped. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I had to pull back that thought. You are correct, Chase. Yeah, he took damage in the Aslan fight. Tanked it like a champ, though. Dropped, back up, throw, continue throwing. Yeah. Hit the teep. That looked like a low blow to me. Ooh, nice knee. Uh-oh. Oh, another nice knee. Our bro is crushing it in the blue. Bro hitting legit knees. Standing knees. Love it. Oh, it is Evo versus Kutelaba that's been booked? Oh, you're saying that it's not the featured prelim of International Fight Week or Abu Dhabi, but that actually is the fight that they're making. Did I know about that? Was that posted in the Discord? Go Blue Knight. He's got better drip. True. Yes. Yeah, better drip, better shield. Navajo versus Jacoby needs to be made. Yeah, that's definitely next up, I would say. Either that, or, I mean, they might just jump Navajo Sterling up now that he's gotten a finish, though. Navajo Sterling might be getting himself somewhere onto, onto main card now. Oh, yeah, Evo is fighting Billy Elicana. Yes, that I did know. Okay, my bad. Yes, yeah, I forgot about that. Good call, CTE. Now that you say that, I remember. Son of Susie. Yeah, I called him Billy WrestleCana because that's all the fuck he's going to be doing if he knows what's good for him. If Billy Elicana knows what's good for him, he will do what Tom Aspinall said he was going to do if he fought Poatan, which is immediately go in for a fucking football tackle, double leg him at full speed, and hope for the best after that. This time we'll for sure see Evo's grappling. I mean, I got to believe, right? I got to believe. Again, if Billy Elicana's got any wits inside of that head of his, he is going to be immediately wrestling. And then if he can get him down, we'll see what the grappling looks like. This is the final round of the main event, people. Thomas Pommier and Andrew Martinez. This is France versus Mexico. This is an international affair just like the UFC. See, just as good. UFC loves putting the most exciting guys right back in the apex after getting the exact crowd pop the UFC wanted when they're unleashed from hell. It's God, I don't understand this perception of the apex. Go out and get the wins in the apex. It's fine. The apex is good. I don't know. People hate on the apex like they don't like seeing fights every week. Evo is going to finally show the judo they've been yapping about. True. Judo waffle? He's been waffling on the judo. He hasn't needed it. He's got it in the back pocket, people. That's what I always say, right? As soon as I saw a Polish judo guy get a first round knockout on the Contender Series, I was sold. Hell yeah, dude. Why not? Why the fuck not? I mean, if I wasn't sold then, which I never am off of Contender Series knockouts, I certainly was sold when we saw him in the actual promotion. Speaking of which, make sure that you are on Contender Series watch, just in case they fuck with us on the scheduling with Paramount Plus, because you know the drill, people. We will be here for every episode of the Contender Series, a.k.a. Contendermas. Contender Series is a holiday around these parts. Put Evo in front of real people? There are real people in the Apex now. And also, I don't understand why people give a fuck so much about the crowd. Who cares? If the fights are good, the fights are good. Yeah, for real, exactly. Saying Austin Lane isn't real. Check yourself. Oh, we might actually see a finish. He's down. He's ground and pounding. Ref might step in. Can he last for 10 more seconds? Oh, that was... Oh, they still stop it even if only one guy's down? Oh, he's not getting up. Slow to get up. Is there not a count? There's not a standing count? I guess there's no standing count. All right, well, 15 seconds left to see if our dude in the blue and green can get the job done. Another takedown. Apex has people now. It's not enough. The world needs to see Evo. The world does see Evo on the broadcast. You are literally in Canada. I am in Florida. Chase is in Ohio. And Didgeridoo Dave is in Australia. And we all watch the same fights. I fucking love the Contender Series. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's like real people being his family and close friends, to be honest. It's a cool vibe to hear Grandma boo Lerone Murphy for winning by judge's decision. Fair enough. I mean, I think the family and friends can go to the Apex, though. Crowds sell big moments. They make things iconic. I mean, okay. All right. I mean, I understand people have this opinion. I just don't agree with it. I mean, like, we see iconic moments in the Apex, too, though. Oh, friends and fam at the Apex is cool vibes. Got you. True. Yeah. I mean, you're right. Yeah, you can definitely hear Grandma booing. That's one thing that I love about the Apex, especially the expanded version of the Apex. When the crowd is not happy, the crowd will let you know, and you can hear them very clearly inside the Apex. Low ceiling in the Apex. That was a fun fight for the main event. Hey, and the right guy won. Andrew Martinez. Showing off his, I don't know, whatever those things are, his little flags on his belt. Ah, that's a cool one. The sword with the snake wrap around it. Imagine Holloway versus Rufus in the Apex. Without the crowd, it wouldn't hit the same. I mean, I think personally it would for me, though. I don't know, man. I mean, I understand what you like the feeling about that, but like, I don't know. I can appreciate fights for what they are, regardless. Oh my God, guys! I hate to say it, guys, but at one of these days when Yam is actually making some money, we got to get a new chair for me over here. This thing is falling apart left and right. That is a piece of whatever cheap ass fucking material they made this chair out of. It's pulling off behind me. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun main event to cap off this very interesting watching experience, Armored MMA. 200,000 subs for Armored MMA. Good for them. Another great stream as always. You're the man, Hydra. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. You are the best. I think it was worth a watch along. W stream, of course. I appreciate you both. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this was fun, man. I had a good time with this. I would watch it again. You know? On one of those days where we have absolutely nothing going on and no videos and, you know, just want to be on, just want to watch something, just want to hang out kind of thing, I definitely would watch it again. Why not? You know, again, it's good, clean family fun, I would say. You know, and that's what I like about it, honestly. Like, I really think you could take the family to go see that. It's low stakes. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about blood or any, like, real violence. Chase, I'll be with you at 9:30 tomorrow for one. Let's go. I'm going to try to be there for that, too. Yeah, I'm going to try to make that one as well. I've got a bunch of work I got to get done, but, you know, I'm still going to try to do my morning routine. Hang out with Chase for that one, so. All right, yep, that will bring us to the end of this thing. This was a fun one. Yep, it is 11 o'clock. You know, I am going to probably end it here because I do want to get back to the Bloodsport edit. Try to get as much done as I can. I'm trying to have to, you know, get as much of that stuff done. And, get this thing out for you guys. And then, of course, Beast is coming up next week, so want to get it out before that if I can. I'm going to try my hardest to make that happen. Again, thank you so much for supporting the new episode, the new video that came out. Not an episode, but, the new video. The Charlie vid has been doing very well. What time Saturday? That's a good question. Let's find that out. I believe it's normal time. I think it's 5 o'clock, but let's check just to be doubly sure. Yes, 5 o'clock Saturday. So I will be live at 4:50 on Saturday, of course. Tomorrow, probably not, but we'll see. Really depends on if Chase wants to do something. We might be able to make a free-for-all happen. See if we can get 10-7 on there. But Chase, let me know if you have time for that. But other than that, if we do not do a free-for-all, I probably will not be live tomorrow. Again, really want to get this blood sport done. I'm trying my hardest to work as much as I can on this thing, and I'm only a quarter of the way through, so I got a lot of progress still left to go. YamaShow.com for all of your merch needs. Thank you guys so much for the guys who have already purchased. You are the best. If you buy merch, send me a picture. I will put it on Instagram and on Twitter at YamaShow on both of those platforms. If you want to follow your boy, make sure you do. That's all that I got for you guys. Thanks so much for making this a fun one. This has definitely been interesting and definitely entertaining. Always make things so great for me. I will catch you next time. As always, everybody, you are the greatest chat in all of MMA live streaming. Have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your week, and as always, fight on.
Chainmail.